And remember, you're listening to Nothing But the Best.
an unforgettable experience. Are you ready? Five,
Chill.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Let's get hype.
What's going on, Cowboys Nation? Back again, the late night hype. Y'all know how we do.
No,
Schedule, release, watch party, y'all. Finna find out who we about to play. But before then, y'all know what we do. Let's party.
Party.
Come on. What's up? What's up, everybody? Cram jam. Ain't no party like a LNH party, cause a LNH party don't stop.
Yeah. Run that back again. Gotta say it one more time.
Bring that beat back.
Bring that
ain't
party.
no party like an LNH party, cause a LNH party don't stop.
Stop.
Oh,
Yeah.
man.
Hey,
Y'all some low key rappers on the low. I'm gonna have to start getting my
Now,
rhymes together.
I'm the hype
tonight.
man. I'm the hype man for Law. That's
Oh
right.
my goodness, man.
Hey,
oh
I
my
was-
goodness.
I'm live.
We're live like 95, man. We got a lot of people.
And
on
guess what?
Facebook.
Everybody can hear us, right?
Yeah, everybody should be able to hear us. Yeah, we dancing, we getting down.
Yes, sir. So apparently the schedule's out, and I'm waiting for the visual. I have it up, but we finna find out who we play, what we think is gonna happen. I know it's early, but we're gonna try to do some record predictions. We'll open up
Yeah.
the line. You know, we'll see where some of the important games is at. I believe we have the Bengals on the schedule, so that'll be interesting. That'll be interesting.
Oh yeah, Bengals, them Browns, them Steelers, and them Ravens. I know them Ravens. Boy, we heard
Definitely
about
trying
them
to get to that
Ravens
Steelers.
today.
Oh, yeah, the
Steelers, that gotta happen.
Hold up.
Yeah.
Before we get into all that, I hear a little bit of an echo though. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, I hear that though too.
Yeah, Echo.
Echo.
Yeah.
Yeah, make sure that while we hearing a little echo, make sure y'all mute your lines on the other behind the scene groove. You know what I mean?
I'm muted
Yeah.
on that. Speaking of the behind the
Mute on that.
scene groove,
Yeah.
members of all of our channels right now, go check the community. We have a special treat tonight for as the stream is going right now. There's a link in the community. If you want to find out how to be the member to get that, just let us know. But you'll be seeing what we are seeing. Let's just say that. So go back there and go into the community and click the link down there and let me know what y'all think about that. But
Yes, sir.
let me try to find this schedule, all right, y'all, and y'all go ahead and hold this down right quick because I want to get this
Yeah.
visual up.
Yeah, can't wait to see it, man.
Yeah.
Man, 16-0, baby.
Yeah, 16-0. No, not 16-0. 19-0. 20-0.
Oh,
20
yeah, 20-0.
20.
20 for 2020, right?
Cram.
The cram.
The cram.
Cram.
Somebody says on the team website.
It's on the team. It's on Cowboys.com. They
Yeah.
already know.
Hey,
Yeah,
you know, everybody's been talking about Josh Johnson just missing there. Shout out to you, Johnson, and shout out to all my members on my Silver and Blue Nation feed. We got much love for everybody that's a member. If you want to join that membership, get on that Silver and Blue Nation page, hit that join, become a member. But
Right.
we was just talking earlier, and I talked to some other people, Law. Man, what if Earl Thomas was on our team right now?
Oh my God.
Look, when everything broke out, I was like, man, look, this is none of my business. I'm just trying to keep my
Listen,
own
I'm-
It's
lane.
none of my
I'm just-
business. It's none of my
but when they
I'm
start
business.
leaking
I'm
the
just sipping my
news,
tea.
when they start leaking out what all happened, I said, oh my. And he got one of them southern ladies, you know, that would really really rearrange some furniture. You know what I mean?
Yeah, well, yeah, we
This
see
ain't
that.
hot grits. You know what happened to, you remember that dude that got the hot grits thrown on him?
Oh, Al Green?
Al Green?
Yeah, you don't play around with that. Al Green said
Yeah.
he was in the shower and she hit him with them hot fish grease.
Yeah. So it's crazy in a sense, man. But yeah, fellas, man, just protect yourself out here in these streets, man.
Hey, man, social media is, that's what it is. That's social media. Because think about it. And I'm not saying this is right, but think about it. You wouldn't have that social media. You may not have some of this stuff that's going on right now. But guess what? How does she find them? Social media. She went through that phone, found through all that stuff, and located the destination for the almost assassination.
That brother, what he doing?
Destination.
It's
donation.
sad.
I mean, we had that for. Woo, boy, that'd have been bad.
I'm about 8 years older, 7 years older than the kid, and I would say this. What the world he's doing on Snapchat though?
Dog,
who Snapchat though? In his 30s, ain't he in his 30s?
Yeah, Snapchat in your 30s, you with your brother and y'all going ape nuts.
Got him with no clothes on.
Boy, she wasn't playing. She put the gun and had the finger on the trigger.
Thank goodness.
Got her sorrows and everything. It was like, okay.
Did y'all see where somebody put out the Skip Bayless reaction to Shannon Sharpe when he was like, "It's my turn"? Somebody said that was Earl Thomas when his brother wouldn't. It's my turn. You said I could go now.
Oh my god.
Oh my goodness.
Hey,
bro wasn't playing around though.
No.
What you doing, man? Meat to meat, man. What you doing?
Man, getting it.
Time out. Y'all need censor,
bruh. Wow.
Yeah.
I mean, you heard some stories and you just like, man, just.
Well,
it's a wild world.
Right now, we got the Rams first. I know that.
Ooh, yeah.
I believe we open up. We open up in L.A.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I like that.
To live and die in L.A.
To live and die in L.A. Plus some Pac on that. We came back and smacked them. We need to get that revenge.
Oh man, looking for revenge.
We need to get that revenge from last. We smacked them up. It didn't really count to me, in my opinion. It counted, but I already felt that the season was done. So that win, because you remember they beat the Seahawks like the week before, right? They demolished them, and so everybody's talking about the Rams are back. The Rams are back, and it just felt like the Rams ain't back.
Yeah, they ain't. But here's the thing, though. Here's the thing.
Am I echoing? Okay. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Let me know. Give us an audio check, chat box, man. I really appreciate everybody for tuning in. Thank those who making donations.
It's your boy D.Y. said they was getting some glory hole.
Oh my goodness! Shout out to the Thomases, though, man. I'm gonna try to reel it in, but the brother, he shouldn't be cheating on his queen, though. You know, you got to protect your queen piece, and and he shouldn't be drinking too. So little Earl, man, you gotta get out.
He can drink if
What's
he
up,
wants to. He a grown ass man.
Well, he's a grown man, but he gotta control it. Control yourself. Remember that movie?
Yeah, but
X-Men?
remember, we only hearing one side of the story too.
Yeah. From what I heard from the actual documents, is they got into an argument over him drinking excessively, right?
Mm-hmm.
And he said, 2 tears in the bucket. I'm getting my brother to pick me up. We finna have some fun. Right. So they went out and they went and had some fun and they carried over. She kind of cooled off for a little bit. She said, okay, I'm gonna check on my hubby. So she couldn't find him. He wasn't picking up his phone. So then she went and picked up the Snapchat. And that's when she saw his stories. And she said, oh, okay, that's what you're doing? Is that what you're doing? Okay. So she saw the females in the Snapchat stories, and she finally did the location finder. Wow. And she just, this is from the stories from the document.
Yeah, I read the story.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So she said she started looking for purple lights, you know what I mean? Not purple rain, purple rain. She was looking for them, So that's just what it goes down to. She found the purple
lights. Shout out
to
you, Daryl Shapp and Richard Welch. Daryl said, hey, have not talked to y'all directly. Love y'all, Skywalker, Big Game, Law Nation.
What up, my member, Daryl Shapp?
Appreciate you, fam. Richard said Atlanta in week 2, Seattle in week 3. It looks like he's giving me the. I think he's giving me the schedule. Yeah, I have
pretty
it.
daunting
I have it
right
here.
there, isn't it?
I have it here, and as soon as I get a actual visual to put in to plug into to plug in
We'll
here,
talk about it.
we can read off the first. We can read off the weeks, but I was waiting for a visual. Here we go. Week 1, Los Angeles Rams. Week 2, by the way, at Los Angeles. Week 2, home against the Falcons, and week 3 do 4 weeks. Week 3 at Seattle. Week 5 home against Cleveland. So we open up at LA Rams,
right?
Home against the Falcons, at Seattle, home against the Browns. So we're still doing that home away thing, or away home thing. So how do we feel about Rams, Falcons, Seahawks, Browns to open the schedule?
That's pretty heavy, isn't it?
Here's the thing.
Yeah.
It's twofold to the
heavy.
NFL. There's two type of situations. There's of course home teams and there's away teams. We understand that, but also there's a hidden situation, meaning that there's dome teams and then there's outside teams. I would prefer to go ahead and get some of those colder climate teams out the way. That's just my opinion.
Yeah.
Nevertheless, 9 times out of 10, week 1, week 2, you're going to get some sharp teams. Normally they are healthy. Normally, if it's a dome team, they moving fast, no hamstring injuries and things like that. So that's how I look at it. Let me know how you guys look at it.
I like it. I mean, I like it for the fact that I like to get the Seattle Seahawks out the way early. I really do. We always seem to play them late or mid-season.
Right.
I'd rather get them early and get them out the way. We have 2 teams already at the NFC West that's already gone in the first 4 weeks. I'm cool with that as well. I believe we're going to LA, and then the other game is at home against the Seahawks, right?
Yes,
Seattle.
We're on a road in Seattle, so we got two tough.
So
we open 2 tough road games.
So that's West Coast right there.
Yeah, we probably stay there.
That's probably because that's going to be some jet lag, right? If you come home, isn't it?
Yeah, just 1 hour for them because West Coast, and then I guess Central Time is, or is it 2 hours? It's 1 hour. 1 hour, right?
Would you do something unconventional and just stay in Oxnard? You already from that area. You practice there. You the terrain.
Yeah, that's
the area location.
That's probably what they'll do. Mm-hmm. What's up, Josh?
Just stay right over there on that side.
I tell you what, man. Speaking of the opening day game, right? It's not a fun. It's not a lot of fun opening up against the Rams all off season to prepare for you against Sean McVay, and they're going to be seething at the mouth to get back from that whooping we gave them to end their season last year.
True.
So opening up against the Rams is going to be one of the tougher matchups you can probably get in the NFL. I don't care what you think of them from last year. Just Sean McVay's offense, right? Playing against that offense can be difficult. Definitely when you got time to prepare and everybody's fresh. So it'll be very interesting to play against his. So that one kind of worries me a bit. And it's in LA, so who knows, right? I mean, I don't even know if there's going to be a crowd, but I know that a lot of teams that have traveled to LA hasn't really had a crazy overbearing home field. I'm not mistaken.
No, especially with the good thing about it is, the good thing about it is, to me, you playing with the Rams, that's like a home game to me with Dallas, because so many Dallas Cowboy fans are deep in California and they raid LA. I mean, think about it, when we played them in the playoffs, that was tons of Cowboys fans there. And Cowboys always travel hard in California. So that'll be good for us if there is a crowd, like you said, if there are actually even fans in the stands. But if there is, I think it'll be really good for the Cowboys as far as that we're going to carry to have the kind of the fandom that you would have on that first game. But to open up with the Rams is tough, especially when you're coming in with a new regime, Mike McCarthy and things of that nature. You'd think like a Browns or somebody else, or the Bengals, but no, you come smacking with them Rams. So
it's right off the top.
Find out, they jump around the top turnbuckle, find out what y'all really about.
Yeah, you're right about that. You're absolutely right about that. And then week 2, right? So after you're up against the Rams away, you come back home against Atlanta. I feel a lot better about that, about playing, Atlanta at home. How we feel about that?
Oh, I love playing some Atlanta.
Yeah. I do.
No more Devontae Freeman. So, they're going to be probably Ito Smith, or that's probably going to be their guy, or whoever. I don't know if they drafted a running back. You still got to deal with their receivers.
Well, you got the kid. What's his name?
They still got Julio.
Oh, what
they
am I
got
talking about, y'all?
Gurley.
Todd Gurley.
They got
the hell am I
Todd
talking
Gurley.
about?
Gurley.
They got Todd Gurley.
Yeah, so
and they got who's the other receiver opposite of Jones? The other
Ridley.
one that we were talking about again? Ridley. Let's see who do they
Hooper.
got? They drafted
Austin Hooper. It's gonna be. That could be a shoot. That could be a shootout, fam.
Yeah, it's gonna be and then you get a fresh team, a dome team, and on top of that, if you think about everything, didn't Gallup had a good year? Didn't Gallup play in Atlanta?
2 years
when
ago.
his brother passed away. Wasn't that like a game he came back
That was his.
and played?
Wasn't that his rookie year?
That was his rookie year.
Did he
Because
come?
we didn't play them last year. Did we play them last? We didn't play them last year.
I thought he played because I thought that it was like because he's from that area, I believe. Let me know in the chat box, man. Y'all help me out.
Oh my God, I'm way off,
Austin
fam.
Hooper low.
Hooper in Cleveland.
Yeah. Well, hey, you can just make it up on week 4.
Hey, well, so yeah, no Hooper, but they do got Gurley. Kind of offsets that a little bit.
I think their defense is taking a nosedive, in my opinion. You know what I mean? They got rid of Vic Beasley.
Well, but they actually get players back, if I'm not mistaken. Didn't their defense get ravaged with injuries last year?
That's what I'm saying. They got ravaged because remember they had all those cornerbacks and linebackers go out.
They lost a cornerback too. We were looking to go after him.
Oh, your boy Samuel?
No.
Not Samuel, but what's his name?
Trey Waynes? No.
That's Minnesota.
He
went to Detroit.
Brother.
I forgot his
Trufant.
name. Help me out. Trufant. Yeah. I just get those two
Marcus.
mixed up, but yeah, Trufant.
Marcus.
Yeah.
Is it Marcus or Desmond? He got 2 of them. It was Desmond. Desmond.
21, huh?
Yeah, they got AJ Terrell. They drafted AJ Terrell.
Well,
I'm not worried.
You know. I'm just throwing it
Still
out
got
there.
it was a Keanu Neal. Jones, a linebacker. I really like him. Fast as hell.
I like our
machine,
matchup
Deion
of
Jones.
our offense against their defense, though.
I do love our matchup against their defense.
I like our matchup.
Church,
really good. I think we can score
my
some
dog
points on
Tyrone
them.
Church said, they get y'all act together. They got better. He said the Falcons got better.
I mean, offensively, you got to worry about them offensively, fam.
Yeah, they're going to score because they got Matt Ryan. They're going to score, but I don't know if they got
And then you got a
defensively, I'm not scared of them.
Younger
defense.
Julio.
I'm not scared of Atlanta.
Reason why I say you got a younger Julio because he's fresher in the first end.
We're talking about Ridley?
No. Julio Jones.
Okay. You mean fresh?
You know, he get old at the end of the seasons. He's always have a nice.
I tell you
first
what,
5 games. He have a young freshness.
Our young secondary, y'all. Our young secondary gonna have to wake up. Well, I don't say young, but our unproven secondary is gonna open up the season and have to wake up real fast. Okay, they're going up against Cooper Kupp. Woods. And you do the scheme over there with LA, and then you come back home and you got to play against Julio and Ridley, and then Gurley. You can catch out the backfield. Yeah.
Hey, let's not even trip on that because even though Baker took a step back, Cleveland got offense too.
Yeah, all of them.
Are you talking
they
about
got offense? Cleveland got
talking
offense.
about week 4, but before we get to week 4, so Seattle, still not Seattle, but Atlanta at home. I feel like we can win that game. I feel pretty confident about that.
Okay.
You feel good about both of them? So you're a little worried about
I'm a little worried about opening up at LA because of their offense.
We all kind of feel
and then
the
Aaron
same about
Donald.
LA. Little.
I'm not saying we can't beat them.
Crazy.
Yeah. I'm just saying we don't have that like we have against Atlanta. I feel like we come out. Even though Atlanta may score some points, I feel like we're gonna beat Atlanta.
Mm-hmm.
I think the Rams gonna be a tough game.
Yeah. We smacked them last year, but I think that's all more for the reason that they'll come out with months and months to prepare, and it's not going to be some rollover. Shout out to Floyd. He says Steelers at week 9. Oh yeah, we're going to get there. We're going to go down this whole thing.
I'm gonna be at that game.
Yeah, Swaggy, you know what? As much as we're trying to talk up the secondary, right? And I said this again. I thought, was it George Iloka? I can't remember who I said it to. But I said, hey, it's a wait and see approach with our secondary. I love the young guys. I love some of even the veterans we brought in. But it's a wait and see. And Swaggy said, as of right now, our secondary is suspect. And you got to say it is until proven otherwise.
Oh yeah, it's unproven commodity.
It's unproven.
Yeah. When we think about it, Cheeto had his warts, many of those warts from last year. And if you really think about it, who else going to play on the opposite side? You going to trust a rookie and Trayvon Diggs? I don't know, So it's going to be a situation where it may be a Jordan Lewis. It may be an Anthony Get Down Brown. I think that Anthony Brown got more snaps playing on the outside than any other corner on our team. Unless you're gonna put a Worley out there. Who else out there got some
I think
snaps?
Worley for sure has a ton of snaps on the outside. He started over 50 games, or I believe, or 49 games. So he's the most experienced cornerback out there, if I'm not mistaken.
Wow.
Yeah,
Daryl Worley. Sink in.
Yeah, I mean, I could be wrong, but I believe he is. He started 14 games in Carolina, 15 games in Oakland, and then another 11-game season in Carolina. So he's a starter. In regards to being in this league, I don't know if he's going to start, on Dallas. I can't say I guarantee it, but if I had to pick a you already know how I feel. I truly do believe they didn't sign Worley. Some people, I've heard people say, "Oh, he's just going to play special teams," and I'm like, "Dog,
no starter.
Go pay attention to Worley's career, my guy. He's been starting a lot. So I think right now, opening up. Remember how Iloka said these rookies, they're going to de facto make them the third string guys and stuff, just to kind of, hey, Rook, we're not going to throw you in there. So if you want to say it's going to be a starter because of that, then so be it. But I firmly believe if Awuzie doesn't go back to safety right away, it's likely going to be, Jordan Lewis, Awuzie, or Awuzie and Worley on the outsides. As it starts. That could change literally in 2 days, because they're like, all right, Rook, we got you the first 2 days on the fifth string. Go ahead and get in there. We don't know yet. We don't know yet.
Let me say one thing to one of my sponsors over here, J Farm. D, please, whatever happens today, do not give us your prediction. Big Game James,
got it right last year.
Skywalker. This brother been right for the last 2 years on the money. So please don't spoil it for us, Jay. I just had to say that.
But Jay, I was right in 2018. So 2019, I was right in 2018. I was right at 10-6.
Yeah, you was right with it, huh? Man. So I just don't want him to say it, because he's been right on the money, and he will remind you through the
he be throwing that salt. He be throwing that salt. So we need positivity.
Yeah. And then he go put down there, I'm always right, Law. So hush, man. Please hush. Please hush. Don't put it out there, man. unless it's 19-0.
Shout out to the chat right quick, man. Got Robin, Kirk, Andre, KMT, Stevie. What's going on, Stevie? My man Chris Woods, Seth, Brian, Cowboy Mike. Just giving some shout outs in here. T Zilla, what's up? James Owens, Swaggy, of course. TJ the Truth, Daryl, my man Daryl Shap was cracking. K Francis. We already got some people talking about 4-0, opening up 4-0 and stuff like that. So let's get to week 3.
Wow, week 3.
Week 3.
It's home or away?
Is it home or away?
It's to
Seattle.
Ooh.
And last time we went to Seattle, was 2018. And opening up, Seattle came and played us in the playoffs, but opening up. And that was,
we still could have won that game, and even as bad as we played. We made so many damn mistakes in that Seattle game with that terrible receiving core.
But let me ask you this though, both of you all. Is this Seattle's first home game? Because they got an unbelievable record as a first opening home game.
It don't matter. It's week 3. They got an unbelievable record in September.
Home period.
Home period.
Month,
them in Denver, you don't want to play Seattle. Well, really, it's Denver. I think they only lost less than 5 games in the month of September. It's ridiculous at home. But you don't want to play Seattle anytime in Seattle. Let's just be honest, man. It's tough to it's tough up there. And in 2014, I believe that's the last time we won in Seattle, and that was the miracle 3rd and 20.
Sweet feet, baby.
Sweet feet. Williams.
So you go to Seattle, and for me, again, cornerbacks. You got your work cut out for you. You got what's his name? Was it Metcalf? Decaf. They got Decaf over there, and
they got talking about coffee,
and they got they got them little short, fast ones too.
Yeah, the other wide receivers, Tyler Lockett.
I think they got the beast mode talking about coming back.
I ain't worried about him. I ain't worried about him.
But still, you know how we like to tackle sometimes. Yeah.
Well, that's with the old regime now. Remember,
okay,
Law?
I'm keep on.
There you go. Let me inject new life in you now, Law. We can't have that old thinking now.
Oh my goodness, it's hard, baby. It's hard, baby.
It's hard out here for a pimp.
You
so
got
that
to
game,
be hard for the start. You got to be, you know what I'm saying? Oh my God,
that's not prime time. Somebody said prime
Okay,
time
go
for
ahead.
Seattle. That is not prime time. That'll be a 3:25 Central kickoff. The only prime time game in the first 4 weeks of the season is the opening game, of course, Sunday Night Football at LA.
At night. I didn't know that.
Mm.
I didn't know that. It's gonna be a night game.
No problem,
It's a night
James.
game?
Opening night. Opening
Woo!
week. Opening week is a Sunday night football game.
Life like this.
Come on, man. You knew that was going to happen. That's the opening.
Bang. Go ahead, man. We off the rails.
Then week. So Seattle at Seattle. How y'all feel about that one?
That's gonna be a tough, but I think we can get Seattle. I really do. I don't. I'm not scared. I mean, I never say I was scared before, but I was nervous when they had that Legion of Boom, and even now. But I don't know. I just feel a little bit better with our staff, a little bit better with our coaches that we have on the table. I like the talent that we have. We didn't fall off in talent, and we replenished and added to. And now we got a competent coach and staff. Not saying those guys were just incompetent, but now we got a big game type coach. It makes me feel better when we go into a Seattle, because if they played like that, because think about it, 2014 we got them, and when the last time we played them, as I said before, if we really watched that game, Seattle didn't dominate us that game. And even in the next year in 2015, remember, they only beat us by like the last second when we had Brandon Wheaton. 2015. And they had their squad, and they barely beat us. So Dallas always gives Seattle a game, so it ain't like they be running over us. So I feel real good about them. I like our staff. I say we get Seattle.
By how much? Is it gonna be a dominant win or by barely?
I don't think it's gonna be dominant, but I think it'd be a 3 to 10 point victory though.
Okay.
It's real early.
Because our offense, because you remember how we was talking about scoring points. I mean, remember, we had all those yards and things like that, but we still left a lot. Dallas left a lot of points on the board, even with the 5,000 yards, even with the 1,400 rusher. You feel me?
Right.
Dallas still left touchdowns on the board. And I feel like you add a CD Lamb, and I feel like now the offense is not going to be as predictable and be more explosive and take more chances. So that what makes me feel better that, you know what, if it's a tight game, we ain't going to sit there and get close to the vest and say, let's just get out of here with a win. I think we'll be a little bit more daring.
Okay.
How you feeling about Seattle, fam?
Yeah. Look, we had Matt Castle one year. Was it 2015?
2015, Matt Castle and Brandon.
And they did a pretty good serviceable job against them in 2015, but we lost though, you know. But I think that we do match up well when you think about it, you know. If I think that this should be the I guess, how can we say this? How can I say this? This should be the calling card for our defense. If the defense can really slow down and stop a Russell, because remember, we were shaking and trembling at any quarterback that could run last year. And I know Big Gabe James, I know you're going to say that was last year, Law. That was last year, Law. That was last year, Law. So I just want us to see what we can do against a running quarterback. I thought that last year, if the quarterback was standing tall in the pocket and can't move and can't escape, can't elude, can't evade, can't do those type of things, that we had a better chance. That's why last year, believe it or not, like Ripley's, I wanted us, when we played against the New Orleans Saints, I wanted Drew. Let me repeat, I wanted Drew. I wanted Drew Brees out there opposed to Teddy B.
So there's no excuses.
Really?
I wanted Drew because he was going to sit back. He wouldn't go. Is he going to get out of that pocket? Is he
Bridgewater didn't really
come
run.
on. Bridgewater wasn't shit in that game.
But
Bridgewater ain't no runner though.
Run, but although he didn't run, he does.
He got wheels, right? He can.
But he don't never run.
He scrambled one time and got out of the pocket. You know,
but he don't really run because he's so damn little.
Driscoll didn't run, but he looked like goddamn.
Driscoll bigger. No, Driscoll can run though. Law, you see how big Driscoll is? Driscoll's a big boy.
But then, what did Driscoll look like last year?
He looked like Mike Vick.
We make everybody look good, dog. We make Mr. Trubisky look good, dog.
Josh, the dude that we knew he stared down the opposition. He stared down the wide receiver where he was gonna throw the ball to. And you saw when he got that first down, I was sitting there like, man, we should just lose off of GP.
Man,
when he got the first down,
we let Mitchell Trubisky look like goddamn Randall Cunningham, fam.
My God, that was a straight smack your face day.
Mitchell Jackson, whatever, you know.
I check it, y'all. So week 4, we come back home. And we play Cleveland.
Dub, can I just get this off right quick, Skywalker?
Get it.
You in Ohio. You in Ohio.
Because I got a dude who I went to media school with, and I hope you listen to this, Fred. I hope you listen to it because you always running your goddamn mouth about these whack ass Browns talking all this stuff. You always be on that reporter stuff, but you the most biased dude ever. But bruh, when them Browns come in, and I told you put your money where your mouth is, you said, I don't bet. You scared though, dog. But anyway, I said put your money where your mouth is. But when y'all come into Dallas, though, try to get a ticket because we're going to bust your ass. And when we bust your ass, dog, you better always block me like you do. Erase all my comments on Facebook like you do. Go ahead and do all you do because I'm going to be relentless. Because you've been running that motherfucking mouth about these whack-ass Browns for about 3 years now after we went you wasn't talking in 2016 when we beat the shit out y'all. You weren't talking shit when we beat the shit out you. But y'all gonna come down here to Dallas and we're gonna beat the shit out of y'all.
Yoga flame. Yoga fire.
That's
Get him.
How you feel right there? That's how I feel about Eagle fans, fam. Seriously.
I think that big game James turned up a degree because he's up there, right? That's up
there
in that
bro,
area.
I'm
That's
right,
why he turned up.
I'm right next door to Philly.
Yeah, he got it worse than me.
I did a first down podcast show in an Eagles bar, fam. It was
and he
disgusting.
killed it, by the way.
Yeah, we killed that thing and they lost, so it felt good.
They was quiet as hell up in there. I loved it.
Super quiet.
It was cry. It was cry over there.
Oh, it was so beautiful watching them all silent sues.
Shout out to Reggie, man. We done boys. He said $2 donation. By the way, y'all, the donations yesterday, I saw them and we appreciate them. When we have a guest on like that, we can't hop up in the
we can't holler.
Yeah, so. You know, we gotta
holler. We hollered during Brie, and I was like, "Nah, we can't holler."
Yeah, we can't.
Brie was looking like, "Whoa, what's going on?"
She said, "What the hell, you
holler?
What's
the shit out of Brie?"
She said, "What the hell is a $2 holler?"
She said, "What's a $2 holler?"
I'm just saying,
James, you gonna scare the hell out of this lady, man.
I'm sorry.
So we saw it.
I'm sorry.
We saw it last year.
But today,
or last night.
You can let it go, Big AJ.
Oh, I've been typing it. I've been typing it. So I hope all my people's been seeing. I've been giving hella love to all my people's been giving the hollers. I haven't forgot you. I love you. I've been typing it. But you know what? I just want to kind of keep the flow and didn't want to disrupt.
Get him. Hey, somebody hashtag get him.
Get him. Y'all ready for that this year? Or y'all ready for get him?
Get him.
Get him.
Yeah.
So week 4, we go to Cleveland. Or we come home and play Cleveland, who has Odell Beckham, Landry, Hunt, Chubbs, all those beautiful weapons, right? But I'm telling you, I am not scared of old Johnny Manziel 2.0, fam.
Dog, I ain't worried about nothing about
not scared of him.
We're going to smack them fools.
Now, their defense is kind of respectable.
It's legit.
They got that front seven.
They got your dog, don't they?
Hey, and they got a young secondary. They got your
Randall,
boy over
I
there,
think.
too. Who's the other corner from Ohio State?
Greedy Will.
What's his name?
They got Greedy.
They got Greedy, the other cat from Ohio State from last
year. Ward, what's his name?
Denzel Ward.
Denzel.
Yes, Ward.
They got
loaded.
They got some players.
Their defense is respectable, and so I think it is Greedy, Denzel Ward. So coming back home, I like the matchup at home for sure because I don't like the quarterback. I don't think I am not scared of that quarterback, and he's very turnover prone. One thing.
What happened?
I'm just thinking. Tyron Smith gotta be ready. He can't have no back issue.
Miles Garrett gonna be all.
He better not try to take off nobody's helmet there. I hope he's still suspended. How many games he's suspended?
I thought he done. I thought he comes right back in.
You got a party, man. When they this high, you got a party. Shout out to Richard Welch with the $20 donation. Thank you, sir. Appreciate you. One of my members, man.
Get him.
Hey, just remember, don't let him outdo over there.
If you don't shut your mother up.
I don't give a hell.
Richard said 12-4 NFC champs. Hefty. We ain't even go through the whole thing. He's
I'm
already throwing the
being
heft
quiet.
out there.
I'm not throwing out no damn.
Hold on. What's our record so far? Is
It all depends what y'all think. I mean, LA.
We didn't even do our record. Okay.
I'm gonna say 3-1.
Who we losing that first one to?
Listen.
Go ahead.
I think LA. Listen, it's so early. We're just ridiculous. We're not. We're not so. Listen, we just talking. If I had to guess what one loss would be there, it's either LA or at Seattle. No.
I like Seattle.
I like Atlanta at home. I don't like at LA and at Seattle. I like Atlanta at home. And I like Cleveland at home. I think one of those two games on the road is where we could drop. Only reason why I say LA is because, all right, got the first game. You know, our offense doesn't have it. You know, this coaching stuff is crazy, right? We can't get in sync on offense or defense really because of no practices, no camp, unless they push everything back. But I say LA more than Seattle because we'll have 2 games under our belt to kind of get a groove in things, and then I like our chances better, you know, going into Seattle after a few games than coming in LA. Game 1, nobody knows nothing.
Right.
Anybody can beat anybody opening week.
Yeah, we 3-1. And let me give a shout out to my dog Vondell Jackson. I just said, don't forget about me over here. He came back over and said, I got you, big dog, with the 1990 holla. I heard you, big dog. That's how we do it.
Shout out to Robin with the $3.99. He says, I hate the little Giants, the Foreskins, and the Schmeagles. Thank you.
I ain't worried about no Redskins no more.
Thank
dog.
you,
Oh, my goodness.
Robin, for that awesome segue, because week 5, guys, week 5, we played
before you go into week 5, I just got to give a shout out to everybody over here, man. I really appreciate you all, man. I didn't give them the shout outs to Tony Boswell, Eugene, Floyd. Is it Prayer or Prayer?
Perrier.
Perrier.
That's my dog.
Perrier. Braden Griffin, Reggie Hart, and Floyd Perrier again, Chop and Lord Nova. All of you all, I apologize. Charge it to my head, not my heart. Thank you guys for making the donation to help elevate the nation. Really appreciate you all. Now we can talk about week 5.
Absolutely. So week 5, we actually go into, or not into, I'm sorry. Is that into New York? No, home. We'll stay home, finally, because we didn't have back-to-back home games all last year. And it looks like on this schedule, we'll have 3 home games in a row. I don't know when the last time we had 3 home games in a row. Yeah.
Yeah, because that didn't happen last year.
No.
That was out to get us.
No, and we opened up against our first NFC East rival team. Our very first one, and it's the New York Giants. How about that? We don't open up week 1 with them, but they're the first NFC East team we play. And Dallas has been pretty damn good against the NFC East. I mean, they just
How you doing, guys?
They've been good. It's been like that for years. I mean, when I say years, I mean since, you know, Dak and Zeke have come here since 2016. They're 6-2 against the Giants, 7-1 against the Redskins, and 5-3 against the Eagles. So week 5 at home against the New York Giants.
We beat them.
How you feeling about that, fam?
We beating them. I'm not gonna say I'm worried about them because they will be improved. I think Jones is a good, legit quarterback, and they got Barkley. But you know, they improved. I believe on the offensive line, they drafted your boy right in the 4th pick, or right. What's his name? Was it Thomas or from Georgia, or something like that?
Yeah,
the offensive lineman. So I feel like Georgia. They're gonna be, you know, a little bit more improved on there. But I'm sorry, I'm just not worried about the Giants. They got another first-year head coach that was no experience. I'm not hating on Garrett. He's your offense coordinator. He might throw up some stuff, but honestly, I think the Giants are still a few years away from really, really competing. So I ain't really going to put a lot of stock in them on that game.
One thing I
think we dominate them.
I think that we probably start off slow with them or what have you. And I think that they all of a sudden not able to make the adjustments or in-game adjustments. And that's what we would do. It would be the exact inverse of the times where we played against the Green Bay Packers when the Dallas Cowboys played against them. You see, it would be that exact same feel. Whereas it's probably a close game that all of a sudden you look up, we pulling off and we pulling away. That's how I look at this particular situation against the New York Giants or the New York, I can't say the N word. I heard that that's a derogative word. The New York mediums, whatever, you know. I think that we beat
He said schmediums.
Schmediums, you know. Schmediums. We're going to cram.
I think they are the leftovers from Jason Garrett. I think they're going to want to really beat the shit out the Giants, fam.
Oh, yeah.
I do. I think you're going to see a very, very highly motivated Cowboys team at home. At home, Jason Garrett's welcome back party. And normally you
We
think
can't be losing no damn Jason Garrett.
Normally
dog.
you think a
Not the first
quarterback
year.
or a coach comes back and
Not
they
the
know
first
they
year.
know everything about a team, but it ain't much he gonna really know about this team because it's complete. I mean, he knows the players personally. He knows he's coached them and things like that, but the system completely different.
You should know all about Mike McCarthy though, whooping your ass.
Yeah, but he don't know about McCarthy and Moore. Them dudes is already drawing up plays.
Yeah, Jason Garrett, we got to sweep these Giants because we cannot lose against him at least the first year. That needs to be a sweep.
It needs to be 2-0.
That is a must sweep.
It needs to be circled on the calendar, and we need
already
to
dealt with that bullshit with Cole Beasley last year.
Oh my goodness, we wasn't prepared. We just wasn't prepared.
You knew it was gonna happen though. You knew Cole Beasley.
I knew something was wrong.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I knew something was tough with the audio. I'm gonna fix that, KMT.
What's up?
No, it's me. It's not y'all. I'm gonna try to fix this up.
Okay.
Yeah, y'all.
KMT, he may be talking about from.
No, he's not. No, he's not. Y'all continue. Y'all continue.
Yeah.
He said, "Go ahead. I got
I'm gonna
this."
try to fix this.
Got it.
Yeah.
I got this.
Nah, but what I'm saying is, you can't lose to Jason Garrett this year at all. You know, if we really look at it, Law, we could really go 5-0. Not even just hyping it up, okay?
Right.
Because when you look at the teams that were playing in those first 5 golf.
Right.
I'm sorry, I'm just not. They got weapons though. You know, they got pretty
right.
decent defense. I mean, McVay's a hell of a coach. So I think but as I said,
check.
I just feel like the feeling is different now, Law, because we got a Mike McCarthy. We got guys who've been there, and when these games that we're so used to, oh, here we go, we're gonna start off slow, we're gonna do this, we're gonna do that. I got to keep telling myself to get out of that mentality and go back and continue to watch Green Bay games and see how they started out in the first beginning of the games. You know what I'm saying? I need to continue to watch tape, see how they did, because I cannot think about anything about that Garrett era, how, oh boy, if we're down 7 points, here we go again. We're going to have to get out of the mentality. It's going to be hard because we had 10 years of dealing with that crap, and it's almost been tattooed on your brain. But we're going to have to get out of that mentality that if something goes wrong a little bit, that this is the same old Cowboys.
Yeah, I feel exactly what you're saying. But remember all last year, and I hate to use this as low-hanging fruit, sometimes, we play against more than just the inefficiencies with Jason Garrett last year. We played against the officials. We played against the hating of Roger Goodell. And I think that they play a major role when we look up on the board and we see that that somebody CeeDee Lamb caught a 50-yard bomber, and then all of a sudden we look back, there's flag on the turf. Those type of things, we're going to have to overcome that. And I know coaches don't coach up flags, So I just say that it's so many things as it relates to Cowboys, so much politics as it relates to Cowboys that I get mad and I get upset at, when you're talking about this particular matchup in week 1 or week 2 and week 3.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, I feel you with that, but I feel a lot more confident.
That's the only reason why I say I don't look at us being 5-0. That's the only thing, because of the aficionados. I just have to bring them up. I hate to say that, but it's just the reality of it.
Well, hopefully we can hurry and get this situation with Dak signed. We can get our quarterback in. But, I just feel like a lot of things are going to be improved. A lot of the things that we always had the issues with, when I listened to Jesse Holley last year, that thing really rang true to me, was he didn't feel like the players gave up during the week. I mean, on the game day, it was during the week when they weren't doing the small things, the little meticulous things. And Garrett was a stickler for that. But I just feel like the longer you have a same voice, and I think that's what happened with McCarthy too. And it happens like with a lot of coaches. Once you get 10 years in, Law, and you're still not winning consistent like a Bill Belichick,
right?
Those things you're saying might be right, but now it's falling on deaf ears.
True.
You get what I'm saying? I don't think they hated Garrett. You feel me? But after 10 years and it's doing the same thing over and over, I may like you as a coach, but I feel like this is not going to change.
Yeah,
as a player,
there's multiple ways I look at it. Just like,
talk to me.
And let's keep it real. We keep it real type of show,
right?
And just like the situation with the Earl Thomas, and his wife, he messed up, but she showed him, hey, you mess up, you're going to have to face these consequences and repercussion. Now,
Right.
I'm not saying you take it at those measures, but when I look at a Jason Garrett and I look at this franchise and this organization, we just been too PC for a long time. I wish I can find that gift and I can put it out here that Mike McCarthy, when the aficionados or the officials, whatever it was, when they was doing some bogus, bonehead, crazy stuff, they had the whole sidelines holding him back because he looked like he was going to bite the head off on that official. I think that we need something like that. I think that we need to, if it's a questionable call, if it's really a call like it was last year, Ezekiel Elliott elbow inside the turf, left a permanent mark inside the Saints Stadium. I think that we should have had a coach that was going to call out in the media. We got a billionaire for an owner. Whatever fines that they're going to try to put out there for the Cowboys, it should be already written off because the guy's a billionaire, for crying out loud. I think that we need to see that type of reaction if it comes down to a bogus call.
It is. I believe we are going to see that, though. I believe we are because you've seen it from McCarthy his whole career. Mm-hmm. McCarthy is an animated coach, and you've seen in his press conferences, he will say how he feels. And I think that's the refreshing thing because we were tired of listening to that same damn robotic thing that Jason Garrett would say.
How you doing,
like,
guys?
Come on. Yeah, like, come on, bruh. Like, come on, talk to us. Talk to us real right now. You get what I'm saying? But like I said, when you've been a coach, this is just my opinion, when you've been a coach at a program for so long, you have to continually win year in and year out. Because after you get 8 to 10 years in and you're not winning year in and year out, the players ain't listening to that shit no more.
You speaking the truth. Speaking the truth.
My audio might sound a little funny in y'all ears. We'll have to fix it after the show. But your guys' audio was cool. I'm not really sure what happened here. I'll figure it out after the show. So apologize for that. Apparently something happened when I tried to fix something. It was like, damn, Sky. I don't know what happened.
You were really Skywalker.
I'm going to have to hear it after the show's over. But I have no idea why it's only picking up. Somebody said in one of their ears, but I can tell there's a slight issue. But whatever. As long as you can hear me, we'll work it out. So after.
Go ahead.
No, I was just going to go to week 6.
I was just going to give a shout out to donation $9.99 holla for Cowboys 5 ring. I never seen them in the feed, so a definitely big shout out. Please continue to come
they said
back
they
in.
can barely hear me.
Ooh,
yeah.
And shout out to my dog, Floyd Perrier.
Perrier, okay. You said it right. It sounds like a good glass of wine.
It sounds like Perrier. That's what, and I used to do that because Floyd's been with us for like 3 years. So I would mess it up. So now I have to slow down when I look at it. I'm like, Perrier.
I love that name. Thank you for tuning in to the Perrier Swansea. You know what I'm saying? It's just like a code name, you know.
What's up?
Eddie B, man, thank you for the donation.
$10,
man. Yes, indeed.
So people were saying they can hear me just fine. I don't know, guys. My bad, y'all. I was trying to figure that out.
You're gonna have Skywalker all night.
Skip it. All right. You know how I feel.
Go ahead. What y'all did? Y'all just let me know what y'all did to Skywalker. As soon as he get off the show. Yeah, next 5 hours, he gonna mess with that.
Somebody say if you're using headphones, it's only one ear, and I can tell it's only one line that's jumping. So,
okay.
I try to figure it out. But if you're listening on your phone and speaker, it's coming through fine.
I know exactly what you got to do to that John. You know what I mean? You got to move from stereo to mono. It's monotone, whatever that look.
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah. But I know you. We got a guy that's in the chat. His name is Meticulous. You know, Meticulous.
Is that Meticulous Cowboy?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. It should be Meticulous Skywalker because he find small little things, guys.
It'd be one tiny sound. He'd be like, "All right, man, I'll talk to you in about a couple hours."
But we love it though.
That's what you gotta love though. That's that person that. I mean, let's keep it real. We all kind of like that in our own way.
Keep me on my toes, man. Keep me on my toes.
You know what I'm saying? We gotta do that. What's week 6 looking like, though?
Week 6. At home against the young buck, Kyler Murray, and the Arizona Cardinals revamped wide receiving core with DeAndre.
I think that's going to be a shootout.
It's going to be a nasty.
Oh, Robin got it on TV.
Is it at home or away? Is it home or away?
That's home.
Chris Kimmy. Yeah, go ahead. That is at home.
That's home. Well, even if we was in Arizona, that's a home game for us too.
Goodness. Yeah, right.
For real.
Shout out to my man Chris, my boy Chris Wood. He said he got a $5 donation on the Cash App. Appreciate it, man. Appreciate it.
Ooh, I love Cash App.
Yeah, I haven't even. Yeah, sometimes I don't get those notifications. So thank you for the Cash App, my man. That's one of my members on the channel.
Yeah.
Appreciate you, man.
Yeah.
Appreciate
no
you, dog.
30%. Yeah, that's what I'm talking
No
about. Shout out to you,
30%.
Landon. Shout out to you, Landon, for making the $10 holla. Is my guy,
sir.
Big Gang.
Shout out Landon.
So we at
Yeah.
home against Kyler,
Yeah.
and what's the guy's name? The coach that was Texas Tech. Looked like
Clinsbury.
Kingsbury. Before we murdered his name. Barry, yeah.
He was the Pat Mahomes before Mahomes at Texas Tech.
Oh, wow, I didn't know.
Anybody coming through there was throwing crazy yards.
But he was really starting because he was going ridiculous.
Yeah.
I think he played a little bit in the pros. I think he had maybe 1 year
Angel
he played a little
said
bit.
he's thankful for not playing in Arizona. And we can talk about Seattle home field. He's thankful for not going to play in Arizona because weird things happen in Arizona. You're right, and they always talk about that on the mothership. But we beat them, I think, in Dak's rookie year. We beat them in Arizona.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
I ain't really worried about that hex of the Cardinals any longer. They used to get us though.
It was under Tony. It was really weird. Not saying it was Tony's fault. It was just weird shit that always happened.
You
Jason
remember that?
Garrett, timeout, Tony Romo busting up his finger, and then Matt McBriar.
Peterson, yeah.
Matt McBriar, that was terrible.
Yeah. It was
Hey ho, my guy John Jones coming in with the $20 holla.
Shout out to you, John Jones.
Ropes. Yes, indeed.
And John, did you become a member? Let me know, because we talked earlier. You said you want to become a member. Let me know if you found the site to become a member, because if not, we're gonna have to walk through that, dog, because you got to get on the team.
The Cardinals did draft. Oh, I'm sorry for that loud. The Cardinals did draft Simmons.
Oh yeah,
Isaiah.
They got Hopkins, Simmons, Fitzgerald. Who's their running back?
Shoot,
The cat
Johnson.
No, Drake.
No, Drake.
Kenyon Drake.
Yeah,
Kenyon Drake.
He's explosive now.
Yeah,
he's explosive.
If they would have kept, if the Dolphins would have kept giving him the ball, when we played them, it could have been a more interesting game, because he was doing a little.
We didn't get that stop inside that 5, dog. If they didn't have that stop inside that 5, it'd have been scary.
Well, I think he's actually the one who fumbled, which is funny. I say that because he's the one who fumbled. But if they'd have kept giving him the rock after that, he was getting some yards on us, man. He get some chunk plays on us.
Yeah.
He's an explosive weapon. He's a great pass catching weapon. I think Kyler Murray's second season, he had a decent season for a rookie last year. 20 touchdowns, 12 picks. The composure, wasn't there, but he's a rookie. It's gonna happen. Second year, he's a wild card. And he can move. I think any quarterback that can move gives any team trouble.
Yeah, but remember this though. Just remember this, what your boy said yesterday, when he was talking about the fronts and what we showed and what we displayed out there.
Right.
So I think that this year we can have a little bit more disguise, and maybe we can shut this run situation down, make that Arizona team one-dimensional, and they got a tiny quarterback. And I think that our guys are tall. He's going to have to roll out of the pocket to throw that ball. And he's accurate. The OU kid is accurate. So I think that it's going to be a chess piece game. Our defense got to step up. Our offense got to score points early and often. By it being a home game, I think that our crowd plays a major factor, although we barely and rarely show up. You know how that goes. We like to sit down with wine and cheese and maybe have a Perrier. You know what I'm saying? That's what we do over here in Big D. We don't be that team that be rallying up and having a crowd factor. But hopefully this year that can change.
Well, new staff. I think we're finally. But here's the thing, though. Here, let's be honest, Law. When I went to games, the last couple of years, it was hard to get excited. You know why? I mean, I hate to beat a dead horse, but you were always thinking you don't want to get excited because you knew you felt like at the end of the day in the fourth quarter, the same thing is going to happen. So you felt like you were always on edge, especially at the game. So it was hard to get crowd in there because we always did them goofy things. And I feel like now, hopefully, we are finally away from that and can get that crowd in it, because when the crowd does get into it, because I remember when I went to those
games, they get into it.
Yeah, I mean, when I went to that Philly game a couple years ago when Amari went nuts, and then we beat him in overtime when Amari caught the touchdown at the end.
Yeah,
it was loud as hell in there. They had the meter, and you were looking at it. It was loud. You couldn't hear anything. That's what I love. It was loud. Couldn't hear yourself.
And that stadium or stadium is how my guy Jerry would say. It can get loud in there, especially when he closed the roof and he closed everything up and pumping the sound in just a little bit by turning the TV up just a little bit. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. But shout out to you, Stacey. Thank you for the donation to help grow the nation. But it's just one of those things. Whereas I look at it like we just have to have that impact at the beginning of the year, at the start of the season. Bring that impact, bring that momentum,
bring the enthusiasm,
man, and establish what we've been saying all these years, Big Game James, for over 10 years now.
Right. Home field advantage?
No, not just that.
Because we ain't got one.
No. I said identity. What's been the identity of this team?
Identity been running the rock.
We've been saying that's the identity.
Mm-hmm. I mean, it has until last year, right? Until last year. I mean, it's pretty much been running the rock.
Run first team,
I don't know what that's what the identity supposed to be, but I don't know what we were.
But we've been doing this is what we've been doing for the last. We've been marketing. We've been talking about the hot boys, purse swat. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The wolf howling, the swiping, the credit card swipe what one guy does with the clear eye view. It's everything but having a clear identity. We need to have that established.
So we got clear eye view, but we just ain't got a clear identity.
Right.
We damn sure didn't have no identity.
I'll tell you what we need to have identity. I ain't worried about us having an identity on offense. I'm not worried about that shit. We've always had an identity on offense. We need to get a goddamn identity on defense. That's what I want to find out. Can we get an identity on defense? Are we going to be that defensive team that just gets after the quarterback? Are we going to be that defensive team that you scared because we're getting a lot of turnovers? Are we going to be that defensive team that shuts down the run? I'm not talking about we shutting down a run, because we're holding the ball for a long time. Or we shut down a run against okay teams every so often, then we get smacked with 250. Are we going to be that stifling run? What is going to be our identity on defense? I want to see that. But real quick, shout out to Clifford McKinley. Welcome to the club, man. Welcome to the membership club. He's become a Defender member.
Defender.
Thank you, sir. Appreciate you. Go check out the community. We got something special in the community right now in the membership. So go check that out.
Hey, and shout out to my boy Job, who's been there from the very beginning. He just became a Biggie level member.
Biggie.
Hey, that video worked, huh? I took that video, so I made sure where you could find that join button. I took the video. So if any of y'all need help of finding it, just let me know where you're at in your Facebook, and I'll give you a video and direct you right to it.
Absolutely. Bob Heck in the building.
Jessica, what's up, baby girl? I ain't talked to you in forever. I don't believe
it is you. Yes, indeed. Who y'all think going to get that establishment first? The defense or the offense? As far as
I think the offense is
going to come out all stupid. Day.
Offense. I think they're going to come out stupid.
Hey, can I tell y'all what I want to ask y'all a quick comp? I was thinking about this the last 2 days. I'm going to ask y'all what y'all think about this comp I have with CeeDee Lamb.
Okay.
So I was watching the game, YouTube, the old games. They had Pittsburgh.
Good night, Rich. Thank you.
They had Pittsburgh and Seattle playing. Remember when Pittsburgh had them three-headed monsters with Antonio Brown? I don't know if it's Sanders. Remember Martavius Bryant?
Yeah.
Now, did you see how nasty Martavius Bryant was? The only reason why he messed up because he was a goofy.
Yeah.
He was a goofy.
I would say they're different, though. I think Martavius has stupid long speed, and he was like 6'4".
Yeah, he was
6'3".
He was a big boy. He wasn't a small guy.
He was thicker. He was definitely thicker. Yeah, he was thicker than Lamb.
Martavius Bryant.
Yeah, when you watch interesting comp, but I don't know. I don't know.
Well, that's just my opinion. If you watched him, because I went back and watched Martavius Bryant tape, just how explosive he was. He averaged about 21 yards a catch.
That's the thing. He had that speed.
Yeah, but he was yards after catch too, though, because he was getting it over the slant. He was taking them boys.
You can't catch him.
That's what I'm saying. But hey, you could. I didn't see CeeDee Lamb getting caught too many times
because he breaking them tackles. That's why the comp. I get it, because honestly, they look alike in the sense of when they got them little number 2, and I think Martavius was what, 10 or 17? What was he?
He was 10.
10. There you go. He was 10. So then he's a little slimmer. He's not like He's not bulky. He's not T.O.
Yeah,
you know
he ain't bulky.
He's a little slimmer. So they do look alike until I think Martavius was 6'5" though, yo. I think or 6'4". I'm sorry.
He was 6'3" and 3/8.
So he's 6'4".
I really want
cleats on. He's 6'4".
I really want Lamb to get at least to 204, 205. Believe it or not.
Yeah, because he's only like 195.
He probably he'll put on some grown man strength.
Yeah, he got to. He got to. He bossing little people around at OU. You know, playing against those guys. I mean,
I agree with
different
Cowdy.
world. It's a different
Cowdy.
world. I love CD, TD.
Cowboy Marty said
for the TV.
Cowboy Marty, and I like this one too. KMT and Cowboy Marty. I like both of these. Obviously Hopkins. That's the one I hear, and that's the one that's just it for me. The dead spot on. He's DeAndre Hopkins to me. In fact, he might even be better after the catch. But you know, before the route, during the route, and at the point of the attack, at the catch, they are damn near similar, man. They track the ball with elite. At an elite level. But another comparison here, where'd it go? It was a good one. Damn. Where'd you go, man? Where'd you go? Hopkins. Oh, Chad Johnson. Chad Johnson.
Yeah. But Chad, you hit him, he gonna fall though. He wouldn't.
He
have
remind me. I
yak.
told you. I told y'all.
Not a yak guy. Before the catch. I'm sorry. Before the catch, during the route. I like the comparison there. After the catch, I just think CeeDee Lamb is going to be on a whole nother level than most players.
CeeDee Lamb reminds me, I told this before, that if you ever watch Peter Warwick, go watch him. If you watch Peter Warwick, especially in college, he was explosive like that. Didn't have the deep speed, but he was the guy that stopped on the dime. Once he made the catch, stopping and going, bringing tackles. He didn't really have that great a career in the NFL, but if you really watch his tape, I'm telling you, that start and stop and just you got 5 defenders and can't nobody get their hands on you. That's what Peter Warwick was doing, and that's what CeeDee Lamb does to me.
And CeeDee Lamb got that elite quickness.
Yeah, it's short every.
See that video I showed?
Yeah.
Boy, that boy's putting that foot in the ground and gone.
The float, he be floating.
Yeah, man.
Be floating.
Yeah, it's kind of like this, you know. And I got to bring his name up. You know, Cole Beasley. He wasn't fast, but he was quick. You know, he wasn't gonna be like, huh?
I was just saying, he damn sure wasn't fast. So scary.
He sure wasn't fast though, but he was quick though. It just short every quick.
Wait.
Talk to me.
Cole ran a 4.4, y'all.
But Cole was not fast, dog. I don't care what
quick.
Cole ran.
What do you mean?
He was quick. He wasn't fast.
So 4.4 slow?
I'm not saying 4.4 slow. Cole ain't outrunning nobody. I don't care what you tell me.
Unless you get an angle.
What are you talking about? You didn't say
I'm
nothing
talking
about outrunning nobody. You said he wasn't fast.
I said he was quick. I didn't say he was fast. I said he was quick.
I know.
You said 4.4 speed. Right. So
you just
I'm
said
saying
Cole
quick.
Beasley was not fast. He was fast.
Okay, he's more quicker than fast. Okay,
Oh
because he's not outrunning nobody.
I agree. He's probably not gonna outrun nobody because that's not what he was asked to do, and he's not big enough to go do that stuff.
So the 4.4 speed is negated.
But don't disrespect him and say he's not fast. He ran a 4.4, fam. What's a 4.4 slow?
Man, go show me that.
I'm just saying.
Oh my goodness, this is total pandemonium.
Show me that.
know?
Show you what? Just go look it up. Google.
I don't need to look it up. He don't play 4.4 fast to me.
I ain't say that.
All right, put it like this. When you look at Gallup got short area quickness. He catches the ball, he can find separation, people bounce off of him all of a sudden, and he gets upfield. I think that CD is a step or a grade above that. That sink in. But
I think so.
But in a foot chase, I think it was a few games that Gallup got caught. It's hard for me to find footages in college land where CeeDee Lamb get caught. You know, the
one highlight that you see him kind of get caught because I think got caught peeking back was that stupid catch he had against Baylor, and he did them spins, and then at the end it looked like he was going to get tackled, but he made a man miss, accelerated, but he looked back and it slowed him down and he got caught. But I can't foresee him getting walked too much. No.
So do you think
at whatever speed
him,
that he
Gallup,
ran.
and Cooper, who do you think are the fastest between them three?
Well, that's
I
don't think it's Gallup.
Yeah, because Cooper ran a 4.4, but it seems like Cooper can get you, but it seems like Coop ain't like
I know what you mean. Because
it's weird.
It just I don't right. It don't.
I know what you're trying to say, yo.
You know what I'm trying to say, right?
Coop,
I don't know how to explain it.
Coop don't look like Tavon Austin when he go, right? Like he don't look like.
But he be going.
But he be going. I
He
don't know
be going.
because I gotta see it. I gotta see Gallup in the league. I gotta see CD and get one and go, right? And then I'll tell you who's faster on the field. Because if you go 40, right? Coop ran the best 40, but I gotta from what I'm hearing that Gallup or not Gallup. I keep saying Gallup. Lamb.
Yeah, Lamb.
Lamb had a little hitch in his step during that 40. That's why I was a 4.51. So he could possibly be a high 4.4.
4.4. Yeah.
Right.
I think he's a 4. He feels like a 4.
He feels like a 4.4. When I see
That's why you gotta trust the
when we say
tape.
4.5, it's like he's a 4.4.
He gotta trust the tape with CD. Shout out to Coop number 19. Y'all been talking about him. He went on ahead and joined the Platinum Elite membership.
Oh my
goodness.
goodness.
I don't know if this is the real Coop, but shout out to you. That star look good. That star look good beside your name right
Coop,
now.
if that's the real Coop, he got the big chain medallions around the neck.
Real quick, Brandon Copeland, if you're still in here, Brandon, he said, "How do you become a member of the channel or any of our channels?" If you just go to our homepage,
drop the link right now.
There's a join button. If you can drop one for my because I can't get into it right now as well.
Right.
But
me too.
There's a join button next to the subscribe button. That's how you can become a member of the channel.
Oh, and let me give a shout out before you finish. I'm sorry.
Go ahead. We're gonna get to week 7 in a minute.
Right.
I just want to give a shout out to my homegirl Jessica Haggerty. She became my Biggie member, and she been rocking with us. And I love Jessica because you say one thing about Dak Prescott, she ain't gonna talk to you for like a month, 2 months. Don't say one thing about Dak Prescott, so I gotta make sure I watch it. I say nothing but positive. But shout out to her, and also a $5 holler for my guy Floyd
Perrier. Just that name.
I gotta slow down, remember?
Perrier. Swanye. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to my dog Vach Lombardi. He's over there with the party.
Yeah,
man.
he said he's a fan today. What up, Vach?
He's fam all day.
A fan. He gonna be
fan.
He's
Fan.
just chilling. He's just chilling today. Y'all, week 7, we come right back after getting a break in week 6 from an NFC East opponent, and we hit up another NFC East opponent in the Washington Redskins. And earlier we saw that we're 7-1 in the Dak Prescott, Ezekiel Elliott era against the Redskins. So
7-1?
7-1. Only loss we had was that was LP Latticure loss, I call it, because the little fake hitch. They got him on that ridiculous. He moved the ball, but he really wasn't moving the ball. And then we missed the field goal. It's funny because we made the field goal, but they threw the flag and said, no, I got to kick it over 5 yards. And then Maher missed the field goal, and that was the end of the game. So that was the only game we lost on the road against Washington. So week 7,
I can't
our
never
final
give a desk in
homestand.
a victory.
I can't see
can't
it.
give y'all ever I can't never give a desk in a victory ever.
I can't see
No,
it.
I'm always pick against that one. I hate y'all.
Hey.
It's that simple. It's just they ain't beating us.
I hate them. That's my most hated team.
What's the young Bucks name? Dwayne Haskins. They got a new coach, Ron Rivera, and I'm trying to think some other. Oh, they got
the
young
fast
guy, Chase
boy.
Young.
And they got the fast boy. What's his name?
Scary Terry.
Scary
Terry.
Yeah.
They still got Peterson. Is he still playing?
Yes, he came back.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yep. Peterson came back, but they got the is it Geis or Juice? Geis? I think it's Geis. From LSU coming back from his injury, but he seemed injury prone. I don't really have confidence in him staying healthy. Geis, the running back.
Yeah. He's
Even
nice,
if he plays though, yeah, he's explosive, and they still got Chris Thompson, the receiving back there. So of course, division game, they're going to be pesky. It ain't going to be. I don't think it's going to be easy from the jump, but I really can't see us losing to the Redskins until we lose to the Redskins.
No, we ain't losing no damn.
No way.
Redskins.
No,
Hell no, we ain't never claiming that one.
No. Oh, I didn't mean to go to this screen, but yeah, so I can't see that happening. So let's just go back into week 8. So we're at week 7. How we feel so far before we get to the last homestand game, or actually, I'm sorry, the last homestand game was against the Cardinals. We play at Washington, and then at Philly on Sunday night. Yeah.
I ain't scared of Philly, but just feel something. That might be your. I don't care who it is. Philly, we winning. Is that yours?
Yeah.
My feeling about Philly on weekend, I'll give it. Go ahead, Law.
No, there's a home or away. I
It's
forgot.
at Philly.
At Philly.
Yeah.
What month that is? What month is that?
October, right?
That'll be October. I mean,
is it chilly? Is it cold?
It'll be October because right now, who knows what the hell is going to happen?
Who hell? Yeah. Who
October ain't going to be that cold, man.
Ain't gonna be that cold.
No,
so the grass would still the Philly grass would still be green a little bit because they got a horrible field.
I thought they got a good field now.
It was horrible the last game of the season when we played against them.
With that tearing up. Yeah,
and that's a Sunday night game.
That's a nighttime.
At Philly. You know what's funny, though? We actually play pretty damn good on primetime in Philly.
We do. Yeah.
It's really strange, but we do.
Philly don't be having that aura like they used to. Their home.
Nah, he definitely don't have that aura. I mean,
remember how they used to have that aura?
You want to go play Jim Johnson?
Yeah, want to go. You did not want to go to Philly back in the day, dog.
No, them double A gap blitzes.
No, dog. I didn't want to go to
back
Philly.
There?
Yeah, dog. Yeah. I ain't like that, but now I don't have that feeling about Philly. Don't have that no more.
At the end of October. I mean, it's at the beginning of November 1st. So it's a November game, but you know,
it's a November to remember.
That's still on the East Coast. That ain't nothing, bro. That's probably gonna be a 40-something degree game at the worst, at the very worst.
I'm gonna go ahead and give you the score.
Score already.
Score. I'm the first one to put out the score. 31-24. Cowboys get the dub that day, and we jump out real fast and real quick on them. Them birds gonna be like, dog. What happened? I think we punch him in the mouth. We leave them with the raggedy.
Punch him in the mouth?
Yeah.
Punch him in the mouth. You got to punch him in the mouth.
Him in the face.
Everybody got a plan till you punch him in the mouth.
Everybody got a plan. And,
Chris said Hurts might be playing by then.
Hurts going to be playing.
Ooh,
and we.
That's real deep.
They get a crucial big play, but it's dropped by Jalen Reagor.
They're giving us the whole game, the rundown.
I'm telling you what's going to happen. He's going to be wide open. He's going to hit a double move on one of our guys. He's going to be wide open. And, the ball just bounces off of his body. He's going to think that this is volleyball. And shout out to Stephen Jones and Molly. Thank y'all for joining the membership squad. Really appreciate you all.
Yeah,
but that's what I feel. 31-24. Cowboys get the dub. They get some meaningless points at the end of the game for Philly, and we go out victorious.
I just got this weird feeling that under McCarthy, this isn't going to be that in that robotic type of feel going into every single game. I got a feeling Mike McCarthy going to get these boys up to say, hey, this is the squad that beat y'all to end y'all season last year, basically. This is the squad that they doubting you, quarterback, because you couldn't go in there and throw with your one arm, get it shot up and whatnot. You know what I'm saying? So this is the game everybody wants to point to doubt this QB. It's one game. Just, this is the game. So I think he's going to go in there and say, hey, show him. And I got a feeling they're going to go in there bringing it. Granted, as long as everybody's healthy, right? I mean, we go in there down major people. I don't feel too good about that. But I think this is a game that everybody's going to get up for, especially the people that was held over. And I could see this being we've beaten Philly by a good amount at home. I mean, we have. So at their home, I mean. So I feel good about it right now because I'm going to be honest with y'all. I'm not scared today. I don't think Deshaun's probably going to be playing by then. I don't really care I don't care if Alshon Jeffrey plays or he doesn't, but I just can't see their wide receiving core really scaring me that much. Right,
yeah, they got some speedsters. They got a track team. John Hightower, he's fast.
If John Hightower is getting tick, I'm good with that, fam.
Yeah,
I'm good with that.
Everybody can't catch though. That's the weirdest draft ever in my life.
Defensively, they lost Malcolm Jenkins.
Yeah,
they got Darius Slay and Roby Coleman, is that how you say it? So they got a good slot corner and a good outside corner. So they got some decent two corners. I don't believe their other corner is that great. I think it's Mills moved back to safety. They don't have Darby anymore. So hell, I don't even know who.
You got Kayvon Wallace,
and if that's your starter, it's still I think it's a suspect back in my opinion. It's a suspect. Their front seven, their front four. Their front four is really good. It's always good. Linebackers is suspects. Secondary, aside from Darius Slay, and really, can Slay and Nikel Roby-Coleman really stop all these weapons? Lamb, Gallup, Coop, Jarwin, and then TP and Zeke out the backfield. I can't see it, fam. And
Zeke been going nuts on them.
I can't see it. I'm telling you, I can't see it. I think you'll get a better, the more accurate assessment is the 37-10 beatdown in Dallas. You should look at that game when we were healthy, and they were healthier. Look at that game. Don't look at the game in Philly. That's my take on the Philly game, man.
Let me give a shout out to my new member just signed up on a biggie level. It's Bo Diggity 76.
Diggity.
Bo knows. Can't hear me at all. Can y'all not hear?
Bo Diggity. Shout out to you, big dog. Welcome to the family. Welcome to the family. We about to have a good time, so enjoy this ride over in Silver and Blue Nation.
Daryl said 44-27. My man, Daryl, he ready.
40. Your 40 burger go.
I would definitely
put your scores out there, both of y'all. Y'all talking. Y'all didn't put no cash on there.
Okay,
put the cash on there. Put the cash on there.
Hey guys, for those jumping in that may not know, there's a little bit slight issue with my audio in regards to my mix, like the mixer in the program here. So if you're listening on the earphones or headphones, you're probably only going to hear one. So unplug it, and unless you're on a train or something, I don't know. But unplug it and listen to it on speaker.
Yeah,
and we're good.
Train.
Well, let them hear it.
In the library.
Let them hear it.
Let them wait. Shout out to my bro Lee in the building.
Shout out to Molly Hunter too for making the $199 for your mind donation, and Cowboys 5 rings. I want you to update that name at the end of the season because it should be Cowboys 6 rings. Now shout out to you for making the one of those membership squad. Really appreciate it.
Nice. Shout out to Cowboys 5 rings. First time in my feed too. So shout out to you, big dog.
I just noticed the Cardinals game is a Monday night game, so we get 3 primetime games.
Oh, that's fun. That'll be fun.
First half of the season, guys. First half of the season. How are we feeling? I have the schedule up.
I feel
right
great.
Here. 3 primetime games. You get 3 home games in a row, and you're on the road 4 times, and you're at home 4 times. So, how are we feeling about that?
I feel great.
I think the toughest
I like the
matchup,
schedule. Yeah.
The toughest matchup, I still think is going to be LA opening up.
Opening games are always kind of weird.
And probably Philly, if I'm being honest, because it's a rival and it's on the road. But I still think we can beat them. I'm just saying, you know how that go.
I think we can beat them too, but Philly just plays us tough, man.
Yeah.
They it's personal with them. They hate us. So we're their Super Bowl. Every time we play them, we are their Super Bowl, period.
Yeah, I'm looking in the chat here. So how we feeling after give me a prediction in the chat, and then we'll move on to the second half of the season. After 8 games at LA, home against the Falcons, at Seattle, home against Cleveland, home against New York, home against the Cardinals, and then the final 2 games in the first half of the season on the road at Washington and at Philly. How we feeling? I'm feeling 6-2.
In the first 8 games, I think we should lose no more than 2.
No more than 2, so 8-2, something like that.
On the safe side, that's a 5-3. But
6-2.
But on the upside, I can see 6-2. I can see, I can see if we lose that opening game, we'll run off 3 in a row or 4 in a row, and then maybe you drop one of those road games. But I can see it.
But for some little objectivity, I think that we were at some point last year 5-3. So is that good being 6-2, or that's kind of like, hey, what's going on?
Yeah, I mean,
6-2 is good.
Yeah, you're on
5-3 is still good.
5-3. Remember last year we was 5-3 at one point.
Lord, that was last year.
Yeah,
hey, everybody can put their score prediction.
Lord, that was last year.
All right,
you just got to keep me in check. You got to keep me in check.
Yeah, I gotta get the Garrett mentality away from me.
Wow, Jason 3-5, 6-2, 7-3.
Who the hell said 3-5?
Jason Lopez on my Facebook. Yeah.
8-0, Willie. I got you. Robert 4-3, 4 primetime games. Okay. 6-2. So the consensus seems to be 6-2, 5-3 at the worst after 8 games. It looks like 6-2. A lot of 6-2s.
Yeah, 6-2 sounds real legit to me.
6-2s. Oh, we got a donation. Landon Ishmael. 33-30 overtime. 9-8 Cowboys winning overtime.
Oh wow, I wouldn't want to see that game 9-8. Oh no, he said.
I'm not really sure what that part was, but he said 33-30 overtime.
Oh, I don't know. Here's the thing:
6-2 and 7-1. I can't go past 6-2 just yet.
6-2,
6-2 is the high end to me. 5-3 is a lot. Guys, can we really look at this schedule and think we're going to go 3-5. Come on, y'all. You gotta give us a
Hell,
little bit more credit than that.
Hell
man.
to the no.
I know there's pessimism with the team.
I'm sorry. I'm not.
But
Hell no. Sorry. Sorry, bro. And this ain't being a homer, but hell to the no. You're not getting no damn 3.
What do you two prefer? What do you two prefer? Starting off hot or starting off slow? Let me know.
I like 6 and 2. 6 and 2 is fierce for me.
What do I prefer? Fierce. I prefer we start off
hot. 6 and 2 because hot don't matter, medium don't matter. Win. 6 and 2 is great.
Okay, Tony the Tiger. Okay.
Yeah,
that great.
Facts, man. Facts.
Yeah, Ron Bradford 8-0. Yeah,
I want us to start off hot. I mean, and continue to be hot. I know.
They keep on saying they can't hear you, dog.
Yeah, they probably can't hear because they got one. He only got one speaker.
Oh, I'm sorry.
If you're listening to me on the ear with the earphones or headphones, it's only going to be one. I guess one side. I'm not going to end the stream for this. People can hear me if they're listening on the phone.
Just unplug it. People that's trying to tune in. Hey, I just got to give a quick shout out to all of those that's on the Facebook, man. I really appreciate those guys. Mendoza, really appreciate you. Mendoza. Harold, really appreciate you. Lopez again. Christian.
Thanks, Jay.
And Matt Brown and James Black. I know you out there holding it down. We got an Eagles guy in there. So
hey, what's up, Eagles?
The Eagles, man. Look,
shout out to you, Eagles. We're gonna bust your ass.
Yeah, we're gonna bust it. You know
we're gonna bust your ass, Eagle fans. Just let you know if you're in here.
Yeah. And on top of that, y'all count as views too. So y'all tell y'all Eagle foes or your friends or what have you.
Come on in here. Y'all don't like them Eagles feeds. Come on in here. That's why y'all always in ours.
Yeah.
Because you like us.
Yeah.
We just jealous.
We need some more Redskins, foreskins. Need them to come in there.
Them Eagle fans, they be up in Mark.
They
Holmes.
all up in Mark Holmes. Mark Holmes. They been there deep. They be like flying like birds up in his stuff. Like for real, they're like birds.
They got him on the Noti gang.
Yeah.
Jordan,
my mods are ready for those Eagles. See my mods, they cool. They let y'all bump y'all gums a little bit.
Jordan K here. Jordan K. What's up, Jordan K? Thank you for watching, fam. He said just a ton of homers in here, Jordan. So Jordan, I got a question. What do you think?
Man.
Up to you, Sandy.
You know how gotta see what's up, Jordan. What do you think the Cowboys are going to be after 8 games, and why do you think it'll be bad if it's bad? That's all. Then I'll read your response when I find it. Is all. Unless Jordan is an Eagle fan. If he's an Eagle fan, then just say you're an Eagle fan.
Yeah, then give us your record too and see if you're a homer.
Gang Green in the house.
All right, so let's move on to the second half of the schedule. The second half gets interesting. Gets interesting because coming out of the week 8, you go, you're at home. The one I want to get to, really want to get to this game against the Steelers because I live in PA, man, and I hate Philly, right? The whole Eagle thing, but the Steelers is deep around here too, man. They deep around here.
They deep around here too.
And they talk big shit. Like they're cool. Like they cool, right? But if you lose to them or they win, they talk big shit. They talk big shit.
And the only thing they say is 6.
Yep. I mean,
that's all they say is 6.
And all they say is 6. They get their right to
my boy Lee said we go.
They get it right.
Lee been trying to get me to go to Dallas for like the last 3-4 years.
Just move, yeah.
Lee, just Lee, just kidnap me and just take me, fam. Just do it. So we get the primetime CBS game, not primetime Sunday night, but primetime in the sense of we get that second game at CBS. Tony Romo probably. I'm pretty positive we're going to get Tony, and it's at home. How we feeling? How we feeling about the Steelers? I think the Steelers going to be a tough game, man.
Ooh, I think McCarthy is going to bring his A game because
I
that's
think we're going to whoop their ass.
Team. Yeah, he going to try to.
I think they're going to whoop their ass.
Yeah.
And this, I'm not even trying to be a homer because I knew remember when we played them in 2016, I was nervous as hell, but I had that good nervousness, but I was nervous as hell. You know what I'm saying? Because they had Ben, they had Le'Veon Bell, they had Brown, they had everybody.
They still have Martavius, if I'm not mistaken.
Feel me? They don't have all them people now. We still don't know what's up with Ben. You get what I'm saying?
Locks, they hate me over here when I get on the Eagles. Locks said Skywalker gonna have to move to a new state because of the Eagle fans. Never, fam. I ain't never letting them kick me out of here.
Bring it.
We ain't letting that happen anyway. We crew thick up in here. We stomping. Like we was playing. But I ain't gonna sit there and say because I know it's the Pittsburgh Cowboys. I've been there since them 70s with that Pittsburgh and Cowboys. That is something serious. And just like you said, Skywalker, they're thick over there. Well, I'm in Ohio. They're thick here because they're right next to us with Penn State and stuff. So Pittsburgh fans are super deep in Ohio. And anytime I wear a Cowboys hat, that's the first thing they say, six. Yeah. They talk so much trash, but we're gonna beat the brakes off you Steelers. I'm gonna tell you, you're not gonna wave that towel. We're gonna whoop your ass.
Yeah.
How about you, Law? How you feeling about Pittsburgh? Big Ben, Juju, they got Claypool. I don't know what's going on with their running backs. Is Connor the guy? He's not the guy. Injury prone. The defense is more so my concern. Even though, again, when I say concern, I mean I'm respecting their defense.
Right.
I personally think we got a ridiculous offense, and if McCarthy and Moore put their heads together like they say they are, it's going to be tough to beat us. It's going to be tough to stop us for 4 quarters.
That's a solid team, man. We playing against a solid team, well-coached team. Regardless of the circumstances, he tends to coach them up pretty well. But I think that I look at it from the angle of Mike McCarthy. That used to be his hometown team. He grew up loving the Pittsburgh Steelers, and I think that he won a Super Bowl against the Steelers. Right? Is that correct? So, what is Mike McCarthy's record in Big D?
Pittsburgh.
Yeah. What is his record?
3-0, 4-0.
3-0, 4-0.
Super
So I
Bowl
think
beat us
Super
twice.
Bowl? Yeah.
Don't know. I think he beat us with Matt Flynn. Remember that?
Matt Flynn.
He beat us. He beat the Steelers in the Super Bowl, and then he beat us twice in the regular season, I think.
So I think he's undefeated.
In the playoffs. So he's like 4 or 5.
He's undefeated in Dallas, isn't he? We beat him in Green Bay.
Can you imagine if he keep that streak going? That would be great.
I would love it.
How about that?
Please don't lose.
How about that?
Hey, you don't know what it feels like to be losing it down there.
Hey, first 4 years you undefeated.
Wow. I'm gonna have to do the Michael Irvin laugh.
He said, "Don't remind me of Matt Flynn."
You sound just like him too when you do
that. Yeah, Michael Irvin. It's gonna be nasty, Cowboy Nation. Hey,
Damon said Tomlin always gets the best out of his teams, though. Talking about Mike Tomlin, the coach from the Steelers.
They always play hard.
Yeah, they play tough.
Play hard.
But here's on the flip side. When we saw Mike McCarthy reached out and grabbed, like, get over here, and grabbed the wide receiver and put him at running back, and he was able to run, don't you think that when we got, or now that we have, dare I say, in Ezekiel, the main man, Elliott, with Tony Pollard, with whoever else we will have in the slot, whatever else we have on the outside, don't you think that he can craft up and draw up
fam,
great plan?
Listen,
when
we drafted Lamb, they said McCarthy and Kellen Moore called each other and said, we're drawing up new plays immediately. Because I don't think they went into the draft like, we're going to have another receiver like that. And what happened was I think they got him, and Kellen said, holy shit, let's get this thing popping, Mike.
He said, hey, remember that paper we wrote up? Tear all that shit up.
Right.
Hey, my guy Trey F. Kennedy said that we beat the Pittsburgh in 2007. I thought that was. Did we beat them in 2007?
We beat them. We beat them in 2016.
I know we beat them in 2014.
We beat them in 2012.
Or 2012. I'm sorry.
Yeah, we beat them in 2012, and then we lost to them before that because we lost to them with T.O.
Yeah,
and then we
Tony
lost
threw
to
that
them,
pick six to.
Yeah, 2012 was the Brandon Carr.
Yeah, the Brandon Carr interception.
The Brandon Carr almost pick 6.
Yeah,
almost he got down at the 1. Yeah.
You know what's so funny about that is you had in 2008 the pick 6 that killed the Cowboys, the Tony Romo pick 6, and then 4 years later you had the Ben Roethlisberger almost pick 6 that killed them, and then 4 years later you had the crazy, unbelievable finish against the Ezekiel Elliott with 30-some yard touchdown. So what crazy finish are we going to get in 2020?
It's going to be a crazy game. That's for sure.
It's always been a crazy game.
I think we're going to whoop their ass in the sense that we're going to whoop them, like probably me about 3 points, but I'm going to be just yelling, we whooped your ass. We probably won by 3, but that's okay. But that game right there is instant. That's an instant rival no matter what. Like that's instant outside rival. So no matter what your records are in that game, when Dallas and Pittsburgh play, that is think about it. 2016 game is still one of probably the top ranked.
The best game of the year
ever.
Yeah, I still go back and watch it.
That game goes down in history, football history, y'all.
Yeah,
I think so.
I go back and watch it. That game.
Big Ben. He's gained a lot of weight. Big Ben always big.
He's fat. He's fat as hell though.
And he got that crazy
bear mode. Yeah,
he got that bear. He look like.
But you know what the thing is? He had Tommy John surgery, and they said they haven't had a quarterback come back from Tommy John.
Ever.
ever.
Not even Tommy?
Yeah.
No, I'm just kidding.
That was a hell of a baseball player, though. Yeah.
I like
shout out
corny
to you,
jokes.
Tony Boswell, and shout out to you, Blake. Hey, yeah.
Hey, James, I like corny jokes, man.
That was good. I like that one.
So week 10. Before we go to week 10, we feel good about the Steelers game? I think that's a toss-up game.
Toss up, but we get it.
Toss-up game. Week 10, we got a bye. I think we all can agree we're going to win the bye, right? I mean,
Yeah,
Right. Hold. Let me get my prediction for week 10.
Oh, here you go.
Eagles lose.
He's bringing it down. To
The Giants lose. And who else need to lose? Oh, the Washington Redskins, they lose. So that's a win for us. So all three of the teams, the Eagles lose, the Giants lose, and the Redskins.
I gotta
lose.
give a shout out to one of your
Yeah.
Twitch followers. Twitch is in the building.
Yeah.
Twitch.
And I gotta give you the reason why, because listen to this name. Balls McBalls says from Twitch.
Graham.
Balls McBalls says the Steelers rivalry always reminds me of Larry Brown from the Super Bowl 30, 27, 17. Honestly, and I'm younger, but that's the one Super Bowl I do remember watching. I was watching my boy Justin, and the Larry Brown interception is just seeped into my memory from that Super Bowl. So yeah, thank you, Neil O'Donnell. Thank you.
Well, I'm glad it's finally has seat, because before that, I had so many bad memories on them old Super Bowls in '77, and then in what was '70. It was in both of them, I believe, were in the '70s.
I like that question, Stevie.
They were just bad taste in my mouth.
Oh, yeah, you got to see all
we
that. Huh?
We should have beat them in both those damn Super Bowls. That's what hurts.
Both of them. Yeah.
This is a good question. Question is, do we trade anybody by the trade deadline? I mean, obviously that's hard to know, but I mean, who could be some trade bait by then?
Don't forget about Jamal. I don't know if we're going to trade, but don't forget about Jamal Adams, because think about this, y'all, right?
You already know what I said.
Talk.
Think about this. If the Jets, and people have said, think about this. If the Jets are not winning, right, and it's midseason and they're terrible, do you really think they're going to extend him to make him the highest paid safety and they suck? No, they're gonna they're gonna extend him, because now they're gonna want picks because they're terrible. Why would you extend a safety, making the highest paid safety, and you're terrible? Now you want picks back now, because now you need to reload your team. You need to start from scratch. So just look at the Jets' record. If the Jets' record is terrible, that Jamal Adams thing could still be on by the trade deadline date.
Yeah, I personally think, regardless, as long, I don't care if they're good or terrible, or good and terrible. If they don't re-sign him by the trade deadline, I don't think Jamal is going away quietly. Now, obviously, unless they're
he talks all damn day on Twitter, so you know he ain't going quiet.
If the Jets are 5-3, 6-2, 7-1, they may say, "Screw it, I don't care, Jamal. We're staying. We got a chance here to win the division. No more Tom Brady. Screw it. If we can't get nothing for you, screw it. We're going to try to win this thing. Give some hope to our fans here." But if they're, like you said, 3-5, 2-6, 1-7, even 4-4, and just not feeling good about the 4-4, and he's not signed. Until he's signed, y'all, it is on the table.
It's on like Donkey Kong. Today, got the line.
It is on the table. So we get the bye, and coming out of the bye, we need to get a revenge here. We go on the road against Minnesota.
That's gonna be a hard game.
Yeah, that's gonna be tough.
That's at Minnesota, right?
It's at Minnesota.
Ooh, that's gonna be a tough one.
Good defense.
I just don't want to hear that horn.
Yeah. Go.
But they don't have Diggs.
What's up, Joseph?
Okay. We have their defensive coordinator.
They don't got George Edwards.
Coordinator.
Got the coordinator.
So we got Edwards, and he's going to be coaching up the linebacker situation.
But they got the young buck from LSU.
Oh,
the wide receiver.
Is it Jefferson?
Yes, to replace Diggs.
I'm not worried about it.
I'm just saying they replaced him.
Yeah.
They ate us last year in the run game.
Linville, though.
They ate us because we couldn't run, but we was passing all. We couldn't
stop the run either.
On both sides, we couldn't run, and we couldn't stop the bleeding, and we just couldn't tackle right.
But we made
like
mistakes early in that game, though, then, because that was the first. Didn't we jump out and or they got on us?
They jumped on us.
They got up. We had to rally back.
This is why that game was the most
sideline catch.
That game might have been the most frustrating game of the season
because we out everything them.
Well, no, we didn't.
We missed the kick
like
too.
yards?
We got to put in the aspect that we missed that
We might
kick.
have out-yarded. I don't know if it was crazy.
Yeah,
Listen.
screens.
Listen. Let me get it out. Besides the Jets game, because we understand the Jets game, but there was actual reason to see that happening with no Cobb, no right tackle, no left tackle. Amari Cooper went out against a blitz heavy team, on the road. Like I can see that kind of happening against a 7-9 team.
Right.
But when you're going up against the Vikings team, and your quarterback is slicing and dicing these dudes, and you can't run worth a damn. Okay, that honestly, if they had won that game, that might have been Dak Prescott's best game of his career in the sense of just how he controlled that game.
Right.
Okay, he was just eating them up. And this is where it frustrates us, guys. We get down there inside the 10. You already know where I'm going. 2nd and 2. These fools run I don't even think it was a read option. I don't even think Dak wanted to run that rock. I don't think it was about Dak running the rock, but they run the ball. And they get stopped in the line of scrimmage. Okay, you figure that was dumb as hell. They've been stopping the run. Dak's eating them on the drive.
All day.
Okay, we got 2 more plays to get this.
Hey, let's do
32.
Let's do it again.
They run the same play.
Let's do it again.
Let's do it again.
Lose 3 yards. And then 4th and 5, and it goes to Zeke. Like, we went to Zeke 3 times in a row. Somebody take the mic. I'm muting myself. I'm really getting frustrated about that damn game, fam.
Oh, yeah,
Take it over.
They said, hey, Zeke getting 15 million.
I'm sorry for yelling, y'all, but that one pissed me off.
gotta get that money.
And guess what's the strength? The strength of the Minnesota Vikings. Guess what the strength was?
Run defense.
Run defense.
Linval
Joseph.
They got Kendricks. They got a
Think about it though. No, not just that. Remember, they had some big boys that came back from injury for that game.
Yeah.
So they were already saying, and they said before the game, it's not going to be Ezekiel Elliott.
Yeah. He won't be this.
They said it won't be Ezekiel.
Shout out to my man Robin with the $2.99. He said a battle with the Saints. See you in the playoffs. Oh, I like that.
All right, that's what's up.
I like that.
We like y'all. We like banging you Saints.
But
because we hurt y'all feelings a lot of years.
A lot of years.
Remember
they came.
09
09 was mine, boy.
Guys,
mine.
he's not a Saints fan.
Oh.
He's not a Saints fan.
Wow.
He's just saying that's what we're going to
about
see in the playoffs.
Oh, okay.
Well, hey,
okay,
but you know what? I think
the
there'll be some
spirit of the
Saints fans. Hey, Skywalker, there do be Saints fans in here, so let's just show it to them, so just in case they watch the video.
Just in case, yeah, we coming for you. We coming for you.
Who that?
I'm still seething. But so yeah, man, at Minnesota, another toss-up game, going to be tough. We owe them.
We owe them. Look. This is the game that I want them to circle on the calendar and say this year we just give it to Rain Dakota Prescott because he was carving them up. He was, and then now we got a kicker that can kick. Look, let that action work.
That pass, I think it was the last drive to it was backed up at the 5-yard line, and he threw a rope to Randall Cobb between 3 defenders.
Once
I saw that, no, against the Vikings.
Oh, the Vikings.
Once I saw that, I'm gonna be honest with you. When I saw that, I said, There's that fourth quarter Dak we saw in the previous years. And if I'm the coach, I'm like, we're going to win or lose this game on his arm. I don't give a damn. We're throwing the rest of the damn game. And what they do, we saw what they did. So hopefully they ride the momentum here if that happens again. So at Minnesota, tough game. Let's move forward, because I'm going to get pissed off thinking about that.
All right, what's our collective record right now? Since
you tell me. I don't like to guess the records, but
for right now,
I hate
no.
Now.
We was already 6-2.
Okay, so where we leave off?
8-2. Are we 8-2 right now?
So 5-3 or 6-2 after the break, right? No worse than 5-2, no better than 6, or worse than 5-3, no better than 6-2. Toss-up game
Pittsburgh
against
and Minnesota,
Pittsburgh.
because those could be 2 losses right there.
So we could be 6-4 or 5-5. If we're being optimistic, if we're being pessimistic like some people, we could potentially be 2 or 3 games under 500.
Mario
after
Mario
9 games, after 10 games.
Chris Shaw says Mike McCarthy's 15-5-1 against the Vikings all time.
Oh man, somebody coming with these records.
Who said that?
Who said that so I can give a shout out?
Chris Shaw.
Oh my gosh, good stuff, Chris. Good stuff.
Hell yeah. And
you know what? I forgot. Big. Don't they play in the same division?
Yeah, play them a ton of times.
2 times. Okay. Put the record again. Put the record again in the chat, man, so I can see it.
15-5.
That's something that we do have to take in consideration.
I forgot about that.
Mike McCarthy has played against Mike Zimmer a good number of times. So, yeah. And so Mike Zimmer's played Mike McCarthy. So I guess but 15-5-1, damn.
Yeah,
he owns him in the
dominance. That's some dominance.
Sheesh. That's good to know.
I mean, did he have a overall record? Did he have a winning record against every team in the NFC North?
I don't see how he couldn't.
McCarthy?
Chicago wasn't that good. Detroit wasn't that good. So
yeah.
he had to own the NFC North. He had to.
Hey, shout out to Uncle Sam's Cowboys. I love that. $5 holla. The 49ers game looks like a benchmark game.
Okay, where we at? Yeah,
that's
I can't
late
wait
in the season. I
hope
that's not the benchmark game. We ain't even week 13 is a nice benchmark game.
Let's see who they're about.
Well, we can skip over Washington at home because we got
damn them. We ain't giving them no more love or them Giants.
So week 13, you get the MVP. You get Lamar Jackson at Baltimore. I'm telling you right now, I'm going to that game. I don't give a damn what happens. That is the game I have circled on my calendar. Baltimore at Baltimore, Sunday Night Football. Lamar Jackson, Dak Prescott, first matchup of their careers.
That ratings is going to be out the roof.
That's going to be fun.
Ain't got no roof.
The roof is on fire. Yeah. We don't give a mother, let that mother sucker burn.
I'm looking at all these, and I don't mean to be pessimistic here, but I'm looking at all these games. If you say, give me a game on the schedule that you can be like, you know what, I'm comfortable saying that's a loss, it's that one.
Oh, just coming out. Yeah.
And they got KJ Dobbins.
I would say it's that one. We can beat any team, right? We could beat, but if you had to say, pick a game on the schedule without a doubt, without a shadow of a doubt, as my boy Dwayne The Rock Johnson would often say, without a shadow of a doubt, y'all lose with a gun in my head. So who gonna lose? It'd be the Ravens. It'd be at the Ravens.
Okay,
it'd be at the Ravens.
Okay.
I'm just saying, man. I don't know how we're gonna stop them in regards to that ridiculous pistol that they run. They run a ridiculous run zone offense, and it was tough to defeat last year.
It's
now
hard
Bill is a genius, and he kind of shackled that. Wasn't it? Wait, they lost to not the Patriots. Who did they lose to in the playoffs? I'm sorry, let me say the Patriots.
Titans. They lost to the Titans.
Yeah.
Bill Parcells' disciple, Mike Vrabel, who happened to be a defensive player with Bill Belichick. They stifled that and they got up on the Ravens. So maybe there's your blueprint, but
we can also say though the Ravens were dropping too many passes that damn game.
Yeah,
guys were in the very beginning of the game. They allowed themselves because Lamar was hitting those guys and they were dropping everything.
They
did him no favors that game.
Yeah, no favors, and they need to do him again. No favors again.
Yeah, not game. Drop everything that damn game against Dallas. Please do that again.
My boy Joe.
Speaking in there.
No, Damon Way said his brother thinks Jimmy Smith is going to shut down CeeDee Lamb. I mean,
but that number 44 kid, do they still have number 44? What's his name? What's his name?
Marlon Humphrey is nice.
Oh yeah, Humphrey.
Yeah, he's nice.
That's whatchamacallit.
Here's my feeling on anybody saying anybody's going to shut us down. This isn't 2019 where if you shut down Amari, 9 times out of 10 we pretty much lost that game on the road, right? We pretty much lost. I don't see that happening this year. Like if you shut down one of the receivers, cool. Guess what? CeeDee Lamb's gonna go off. You shut down Coop. Oh, you shut down CeeDee Lamb. Okay, Gallup's gonna probably go off. Oh, you happen to somehow shut down CD and Coop. Blake Jarwin's probably gonna go off. Like I just cannot fathom a team shutting down this offense for 4 quarters. That does not mean we're going 16-0. That does not mean we're going to average 40 points a game.
Right.
I'm just saying I can't see these. We score 7-8 points against the Eagles, 13. I can't really see that, y'all. I could see that under Jason Garrett.
They did a wonderful job of drafting though. These Ravens. They got J.K. Dobbins too. Yeah,
I told you I got J.K. Dobbins, dog.
Yeah,
Ravens got a good team. They had a good draft. That's the one, y'all. I think the Ravens game is gonna be a fun game, and I'm definitely trying to go there. But if I had to pick right this second without seeing us play 12 games. I'll be fair, man. I think the Ravens got the edge right now. They've got a very good winning team returning.
Let me just talk about the defense. They solid on the front. They solid on the linebackers. They went and got a Calais Campbell as relates to that front.
Damn,
Jesus. Yeah, you got Wolf. They got the big boy inside, and the linebackers nobody to sneeze at.
And they got that Patrick Queen.
Queen. Yeah, that's like a hidden
he's
sauce.
nasty.
You know how you go to the store.
He's gonna be nasty.
You know how you go to the store and you pick up the secret sauce. You know they got the
Mm-hmm.
secret sauce because he gonna fly around. He's very quick. And on the offensive side of the ball, they didn't sneeze at that. They went and got a good offensive guy that can make some plays. So even the previous year, what was their issues? Issues with the wide receivers.
Listen who the Ravens.
The Ravens
got.
ain't really have no issues to the playoffs. I mean, honestly.
Listen who they picked up in the draft. They got Patrick Queen. They got Patrick Queen, J.K. Dawkins, Justin Madubuike, Devin Duvernay, Malik Harrison, Ty Phillips, James Prochet.
Remember him?
Six, yeah. They had a damn good draft.
You know what's crazy about their receivers, man? They still got Hollywood Brown, so he can run.
It's their tight ends.
And they tight ends.
Their tight ends.
They remind me of the Bill Belichick days when he had the two tight ends.
Yeah.
They used them tight ends, man.
Yes.
They use them tight ends.
Because them two tight ends is nasty. Mark Andrews is nasty.
Yeah.
All right, so
Peyton Hurst, they probably trade him though, but
one of them got traded. Before we move on, real quick, we're running a beta test per se for our members. To do you see what I see? We're running a beta test. So if you are a member on any of the channels, go to the community right quick, click the link, and let us know if you guys are catching what we catching, if you're seeing what I'm seeing, if you're picking up what I'm putting down. Yeah. Okay, let us know in the comments here because we got something special for the season. Is if this works out, super dope.
Yeah.
So let me know if y'all see that in the link there, and let us know in the comments. Even if you want to comment in the actual link, go ahead and do that. So I just wanted to put that out there before we move on to, I think, one of the more underrated games in regards to storylines is at the Bengals because of Andy Dalton. Andy Dalton was in Cincinnati playing with Zach Taylor's offense. So he know a little sham. And I'm not saying that the Bengals should beat us, but you got a little inside information with Andy Dalton in Cincinnati with their young buck Joe Burrow. But Joe Burrow better not eat us up.
Ain't no intel I'm worried about with no damn sense.
Is it home?
Ain't no damn intel
away?
with Cincinnati Bengals that I'm worried about at all.
Is it home or away?
It
should be away because they played this at home last time.
I think this.
Remember, Ioka played in that game, big dog. Remember Skywalker? Should play in that game.
Yeah, because I mean that's my boy, but there's that Zeke running 60 yards and
I remember when I
should have asked him about that.
I know we should. I'm ask Phil Tanner about that hit on Ray.
By the way, go back, y'all. If y'all missed that episode, go back. I'm actually upload the audio to our podcast, so if anybody's subscribing,
check that out. That is
he was
fire.
dropping some nuggets again.
Hey,
man.
He was dropping bombs like Hiroshima.
Message. Facts, fam. He was definitely go back and watch that. And he was giving us some good X's and O's as well.
Yeah.
He was giving us some good X's and O's about the type of defense we might be running here. And I didn't get a chance to elaborate about that, but he talked about the Vikings and George Edwards on early downs. They want to beat you with their a 7-man front. You can tell,
always free to attack.
You can tell because the emphasis was put on the interior of the defensive line. You can tell we weren't trying to do that in Dallas because he didn't care about the interior. If you want to try to win early, you need to have two guys in the middle that can hold up against the run. And we got that right now. So I'm excited for this because go ahead. And somebody made a great comment on your channel. And it was an amazing comment because it's exactly what the Saints did to us last year. We kept trying to figure out what the hell did the Saints do? Went back and watched the All-22. Fam, they were not in no 8 and 9 man boxes all game. They whooped our asses with 7 people in the box. And people was wondering, well, why didn't we tear them up in the pass game? Because they had more people in coverage than we had on routes.
You see how I'm shaking my head down here, man?
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
When you can do it like that, you make it tough on the team.
If they go by the stats, everybody's talking about they were using that excuse for Dak. Well, 8-man boxes, they were using that 8-man boxes. And man, dog, if you look at the stats, there were less 8-man boxes on Ezekiel Elliott than some of these other running backs. Ezekiel Elliott wasn't seeing these 8-man fronts like some of these other running backs were. So,
well, you know what that is, big game. We talk, and me and Game talked about this a lot during the season, where people don't like to give constructive criticism to Ezekiel Elliott. They just don't. Right. They think he can do no wrong. It's so funny. They talk about people saying Dak fans say he can do no wrong. That is false. Ezekiel Elliott fans think that he can do absolutely nothing
wrong.
And it's crazy to me. And I called him out the first half of the season. I said, I love you, Zeke, but something don't look right, Playboy. We need you to step up. He wasn't breaking tackles. His vision wasn't there. He was dropping balls. He was fighting the ball. And I understand that some games he was definitely getting met at the line of scrimmage. But we saw that the same, not the same running back, but another running back making people miss. That first half of the year, TP was making people miss. And then the second half of the year, Zeke started making people miss a little bit. He got it together, got it going, and he looked better. But he needed to get criticized too last year. Shout out to go ahead, brother.
No. You good. You good with it because we got a donation over there.
Yeah. Shout out to DC4L, aka Dallas Cowboy for Life. It's your boy Sid. Make sure you go check out his channel.
What up, Sid?
He talks about the Cowboys. He's with the $10 donation in Canadian dollars. I don't even know what that means.
Ooh, I like that.
Canadian dollars.
You throwing Canadian dollars, bro? You better throw them Canadians over here so I can go to Canada.
He said,
Canada.
He said, with the weapons we got this year, I see two things happening. We're going to either run all over them or our run game with our run game, or destroy them with all the weapons we have. We just provided Dak. Let's go.
Let's go.
Yeah, it's going to be pick your poison. It's really going to be.
My thing is with it, Ezekiel Elliott, he always start off slow, even when his rookie year. First 2 games,
Law,
he always start off slow.
I'm not letting you do that, Law.
But I'm just saying, he just not that type of person. Day one, week one, going to be looking like a Dalvin Cook out there.
Oh, hell no. Listen, you got paid $90 million. We ain't talking about no starting off slow no more, fam. You getting $15 million a year.
15 mil.
That starting off slow shit's gone.
You think that now that he got the money, he's going to start off faster?
Well, he better.
He got the money now. He got the everybody know. Hey, the ladies in the chat box know when you ever want to get that honest opinion from that guy, talk to him after what
Who's
what
that?
I'm talking about. After he's satisfied,
Oh,
he was satisfied at that point. I know I always got to speak in terms and loops, but you guys know what I'm talking about. If you want the honest opinion,
he got that thing off and he good.
Get that thing off. I'm good.
I'm going to bed.
Once that thing. After that,
bam! She's like, come on, let's do it again.
What did Lil Wayne say? What was that Lil Wayne like?
I'm tired.
Let me know where I lied at, nation. Let me know.
I'm tired.
So that's even a worse detriment to Zeke. So you saying because he got paid, you don't think Zeke he just don't care no more?
Nah, that ain't true.
That ain't what I'm saying though. But they say, you say keep that same energy.
Tripe said, okay, so Jug Gang, my bad. If you're listening, I gotta keep saying this. If you're listening on headphones, take it out and you gotta listen to it on speaker because something is wrong with the mixer here on the program. So it's only catching one ear, I guess. So. Jug, you gotta kind of take it out. I think their audio's fine, if I'm not mistaken. Sorry, y'all keep saying that, but I gotta let people know because they're coming in the feed like, what the hell going on?
Yeah, like what's going on, man?
Yeah.
What's going on?
All right, so let's move forward. Here's the second game. I think one of the second toughest games of the year. I mean, we could argue at Minnesota, Pittsburgh, but 49ers, Week 15, at home. So. You're getting maybe you get a hangover, Super Bowl hangover. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm having a tough read on San Fran.
Yeah, I don't know what they're gonna be again this year.
The Super Bowl hangover is real.
Yeah, it's a real deal.
Their quarterback got exposed in the playoffs.
He was never that dope anyway. He was okay.
Yeah, he's a decent quarterback.
He's decent.
He's a decent quarterback. He can beat you, right? But he ain't, I ain't scared of him. But he can beat you.
Ain't by scared, yeah.
But the defense is a good defense. Run game, offensive scheme.
Pretty well coached.
Pretty well coached. I just don't know because Super Bowl.
And it's Week 15. We don't know where we're going to be. You know what I'm saying? It could be a game where we're like, it's going to be what's our record looking like. That's a weird game.
That's some Sweet. He said go to Law's channel. This is the thing, Sweet. I don't think it doesn't matter whose channel you go on. My audio is going to be different in the headphones.
Listen to the producer, y'all. Just listen to the producer, y'all. Just trust him.
It really don't matter which channel you go on, unless you're listening to it on a speaker. Then I should be cool.
Yeah.
Trust Skywalker.
Cleveland Brown said, let's hire a porn star to distract Jimmy G some more.
We ain't got to worry about him all like that.
Locke says San Fran is still got a legit defense. Yes,
they do.
Yeah.
They do.
We ain't
Shout
done
out
no
to-
D.
Shout out to Law. You know,
It's just a weird game.
Yeah.
Because it's so late in the season, I think that's why it's so weird. If we got them like early or mid-season,
Sunday night
I
game,
think it'd
too.
be really. But it's at the end of the year. It's just weird to be playing them that late.
Yeah, it's going to be tough to get a read on them. But again, I feel like the hangover's real. Can we go back? I mean, I don't know the statistics, but I mean, 2015, I think it was the Panthers went to the Super Bowl next year. Didn't they miss the playoffs, or they didn't win a playoff game? Then 2016, we saw the debacle with the Falcons. They went to the Super Bowl. They choked next year, weren't good. 2017, help me out here. Patriots now. Patriots went back to the playoffs in 2018. They won the Super Bowl, so they don't count. 2019 last year, we're going to see.
Yeah.
We're going to see with San Fran. So, hangover's real. That's all.
It is.
All right, moving.
Ask the Eagles about it, man, because I'm sitting there looking at their
Eagles
comments
won.
over here. They won one, and then after, but still, regardless, I just got to put that out there. If your team is not able to step it up the following year, because after the Super Bowl, whether or not you won it or lost, it's just the reality of it. And I'm not worried about the 49ers, however you want to call them. I think that we're going to bring them our A game. We're going to slap them in the mouth. They're going to realize that, hey, the Dallas Cowboys for real. And we're going to get to that 6 before them.
Hey.
Yeah.
All right, we're going to wrap it up here in a few. The next game after the Niners, at home against Philly. At home against Philly, 4 o'clock game.
Yeah.
Fox, 3 o'clock if you're, in Central.
Yeah.
I love playing Philly at home. I don't believe Dak maybe lost one game. Was it one game at home against Philly? I think it was 2017. I could be wrong, y'all. I could absolutely be wrong, but that was a debacle of a game he had when they got blown out.
Zeke was out.
Yeah, it was like 9-9.
No, Zeke was in that game. He was at that game, right?
No, Zeke
because he tried to pass a pass
Zeke
to
was
him.
Not in that game. That was
that
was part of the 3-game debacle. I think everybody used to hold that stretch over Dak Prescott. Say now the goalpost is pushed back, but that stretch was held over his head.
Yeah, they held it over his head. It was like, see, he can't win without Zeke. See, I told you can't win without Zeke.
That second-year quarterback cannot carry this team without his left tackle.
I told you.
Yeah. But yeah, so that was I think the last time they lost at home. I'm trying to remember 2018.
And we was actually playing. It was like only 9-3 at halftime. I was at that game.
It might even have been tied, but it was a close game. All 3 of those games at half were close.
Yeah,
strangely
I was
enough.
at that game. Them Eagles.
And then they just ran away with
it.
They just ran away with it after that.
Gosh, they were chanting at that stadium, wanted to kick that ass.
So I feel good about Philly. Y'all feel good about Philly in week 16?
Yeah, because
we were good about that.
And then week 17 to wrap up the season, we get the New York Giants.
Bye.
New Yorkers. New York Giants at Philly.
Bye.
I'm sorry, at Philly. At New York or New Jersey, wherever the hell you want to call it, at the Meadowlands. That's the final game. I think we can win that game too. Do you think? I haven't looked at Philly's schedule. Could it come down to the last game or two again? Get 2 back-to-back NFC East games. It's very possible it might come down to that.
We could be resting, huh?
Oh, resting? You think we're going to be
We
resting?
could be resting our starters and stuff
Ooh,
like that.
I like that.
Shout out to Dallas Cowboys for life with another $10 donation. He said, "Hello, don't start being hard on Zeke. Don't start being hard on Zeke Law. He's going to bounce back this year. This is a whole different team across the board. Zeke will step up. He won't be able to call himself out with McCarthy. Trust." I think people are kind of fed up with Zeke kind of checking himself out. But guys, Zeke played like 98% of the snaps, bro. He need to blow. You know
He had more snaps last year than his whole and all of the years he played with the Cowboys when they had drafted Tony Pollard. That was the craziest thing from this staff. On top of that, what I'm saying is with Ezekiel Elliott is that he start off slow. That's just how it goes.
Yeah, he does.
Yeah.
He does start off slow. Hopefully he doesn't this year. But I hope Mike McCarthy is able to use Tony Pollard more. And people were saying, Zeke getting paid $15 million. He need to touch the ball 25, 30 times a game. No, he don't. No, he do not. Tell me this, people that want to say that. Would you be pissed off if Zeke averages 19 touches a game, but he averages 130 yards or 115, 20 yards per game in a touch because it's efficient? No.
Nah, man. I mean, he had 18 carries. Last year was his lowest average carries.
I said touches
year.
though. Touches.
Oh,
cooling
yeah,
catches. You know what I'm saying? Because got those.
Because he only averaged 18 yards. 18 carries last year.
A game.
That was crazy.
So let's say he averages, 17 this year, and then 4 receptions a game, and then you get Tony Pollard getting a few more looks. Who's mad at that? I don't care if he's getting paid $15 million. Use your players appropriately. Period.
Do
Tony
not
Pollard
politically use this situation. Remember, there's too much political football.
Yeah, there is.
With the old or the previous regime. I ain't gonna say Big Game James. That was last year.
Absolutely.
Yeah, Deion Sanders, man, just put some freaking Grecian formula in that damn gray hair beard. That's so freaking ugly, man. Bro, you look ugly.
Oh,
you talking about prime time.
You got that COVID beard.
Man, take that off, man. Take that off.
Swaggy said, put Zeke on a play count, save him for the playoffs. I wouldn't. I mean, I agree with the first part, as in like not a count, but make sure you're not using him 30 touches a game. But I don't agree with the save for a playoffs because you can't play like that.
No,
just use your guys you got. That's what we didn't do. You got Tony Pollard, you got Tavon Austin. You didn't even use them dudes. They're specialty guys. They're able to do different things than your standard guys. So use them. That's all I'm saying. Use TP. Shout out to you, Josh. $2 donation. He said, I see us going 11-5 or better this season. Salute. Yeah. All right, so we're going to wrap it up here, y'all. I don't like to do records, but for the sake of the schedule release, how we feeling about records?
I'm going to say 12-4.
12
I ain't
going
to do it.
Y'all let us know
12-4 last year. I'm going back to again. 12-4
12-4. Go ahead, Law. What you think? You got scores and all that. So what you think?
Oh my goodness. I'm gonna wait till after preseason game, man.
Oh, you can't do that because I don't even like predicting games no more, Law. So you're gonna give a prediction.
All right. So I waited this long. I got my dog over here, Jay. If you're in the chat box, man, whatever flavor he's
mute
going
Jay
with.
for a quick second. Mute Jay.
Jay Form.
What is it, Jay?
For 5 minutes.
So what is it, Jay?
Right. All right. So.
11-5, 13-3, 13-3, 11-5.
I'm waiting for my guy Jay.
Jay said, "Do we think Zeke is fat?" I guess it's because
no, because have you seen his new training?
Y'all haven't seen him. Oh no. Yeah, I don't know if you've seen him training.
He looks fit.
He
looks 2016 Zeke.
He definitely slimmer. I think he posted something about losing weight. So
yes, he's in that college weight.
So you want him at 215 or you want
he came in at 225.
He could be 225.
But it was
220.
It was a different 225.
Right.
Yeah, it was a different 225.
So we get Eagles going 6-10. Steve,
come
12
on, Jay,
4,
help a brother out. Come on.
11-5. 11-5.
They're probably gonna say 10-6.
Jessica with the 17-0 holla.
Jessica always gonna do that.
Locks 12-4, 13-3, 11-5. So we're it's a lot of positivity. I like that
because we got a coach.
I can
positive when you got a coach.
Put it like this: since he gonna put it out there, I think that we Cowboy Nation, sheesh. Here's my thought track. Here's my thought track. I never with the old regime wanted us to have a bye week. I wanted us to creep into the playoff, and that worked for us. Cause we beat
Timeout. Breaking news. Sorry. Did you see Jay Farmer's prediction? Go read that.
What'd he say? Well, since you asked.
10-6.
I said it.
I said it. He said.
I said it.
All right, so I'm gonna challenge Jay this year. The Dallas Cowboys going to go
because I know Jay. Yeah. I don't know you, but I know what you was gonna say.
You know he was gonna go 10-6.
I knew he was.
But he been right every year. So I'm going 12-4. I'm going 12-4. I'm gonna raise you, Jay. We're gonna be we're gonna be a +2 game from what he's saying. So 12-4, Cowboy Nation. We winning. We going into the playoff as number 1 seed, or I think we'll be number 2 seed. We're gonna be number 2 seed. So we're going to have that bye week or what have you or whatever. And then whoever we play, we're going to whoop them up. We're going to get our, second playoff victory for this particular, this is new decade, right? So we get our first playoff victory for this decade. Then we beat whoever else who we played in. And then we win the other game. We going all the way to the Super Bowl, basically.
Oh.
How about that? Let's go. 12-4, baby.
I'll say no worse than 11-5.
Can I get a hell yeah?
Hell yeah. No worse
Hell
than 11
yeah.
and 5, guys. The schedule is not I mean, maybe record-wise, I think, Law, you said we beforehand we might have one of the easier schedules. I don't know. I don't know what the strength of schedule crap is.
Yeah.
But looking at the schedule,
yeah,
it's not like you get this here, let me show you. The early part of the schedule where you get the best kind of chance to go on a streak, in my opinion, like, I can confidently say, hey, this is a streak, in my opinion. Cleveland, New York, Cardinals, and Washington. That's a chance where I think you can really rip off 4 straight. But other than that stretch, you're looking at a really competitive ass remaining of the schedule. So I think 11 and 5 is the kind of the bottom. 10 and 6 feels like the safe bottom. Yeah. But I'm really confident in Mike McCarthy. I think those games we were losing in the clutch last year or in the fourth quarter, I don't think he's going to be doing the same crap that Jason Garrett was doing. I think he'll be more prepared. I think you'll see a team that game plans week to week. So I think 11 and 5. I can see the Cowboys going. I don't know. Don't hold me to this because I hate predicting records. But for the sake of
before
the schedule release,
count, yeah.
For the sake of the schedule release, I'll go 11 and 5. Ask me again after the preseason. Ask me again after week 4. Ask me again after week 8.
Just put a placeholder on these predictions. But shout out to Tony Boswell for making the $5 donation. 13 and 3, and a ring. With a ring, not a promissory ring. 13 and 3 with a ring.
And some more Canadian dollars from Dallas Cowboy for life. Thank you, Sid. He says, I'm with Big Game James, 12 and 4. I'll be at the Pittsburgh game 100% November 8th for first Cowboys game ever.
All right, I'll be there with you, dog. We gotta all make sure we get to that damn Pittsburgh game. You need to get your ass to that game.
I'm gonna be calling the game, but yeah, we'll figure that out.
We're going to. That's one game we might not have to call. And we're going to have to be live.
It's gonna be a couple of them
because that game is going to be crunk.
Yeah. You might want to holler at David Jenkins, Big Game James. He said he's having a tough time with the deluxe and the 99 membership. So holler at him to let him know how to get that together.
Okay, I got you, big dog.
Making me hungry over here.
I got you. Oh, and before we get off of here, make sure y'all all in here tomorrow.
Yes.
Make sure y'all all in here tomorrow. We got Mr. Philip Tanner, former running back with the Cowboys, I believe from 2011 to 2013. And then he left the team and came back, was on the practice squad. They signed him because our running backs were bad. And then, they cut him. But he was assistant coach with Dallas for the last 2 seasons, special teams coach. So that's going to be an interesting conversation. So we're going to, and he said he's going to be an open book. So we're going to dig.
And he don't hold back no punches. So I like that.
Hold back. He does not hold back at all. I checked him out in a couple interviews. He's a very good interview. He's very open. And he doesn't hide anything. And we only want to bring people on our show that come with the real. We don't want to do the fugazi. We want to give the people what they want to hear. So we got him on there. We're going to you got to give the people what they want. So we're going to have him on tomorrow. That's going to be a great interview. He's actually assistant coach with John Kitna now in high school. He's their offensive coordinator. He told me that, so we may try to get Kitna on here too. You never know. So we grind.
Never know who we gonna get, man.
Never know.
Remember that. We're trying to give y'all the goods, and you make sure you remember that when you look at anything underground Cowboys football. Not hating on anybody else out there. I promise you, I love everybody else out there. But when you want to get some Cowboys news, that the guys are going out there getting the players, getting y'all what y'all really want to hear. Not that. Oh, I think it's this. We're trying to give you the source. So just make sure you keep on messing with us, dog, because this is why we do it.
From the horse's mouth, to your ears. So that's what I like to hear, man. Shout out to you, Stevie Jones and Freight Train. Really appreciate you. Oscar Westbrook, shout out to you, man. Thank you for making the donation too. Man, thank you everybody for donating.
Yes.
Thank those who share this content.
All day.
The Share Kings, man. Y'all become Share Kings and Queens over here, man, on the Facebook. They give me a notification that let me know that you are a share person. So I love to see that. So y'all make sure y'all hit that share. Are we wrapping up all the way, James and Scott?
Yeah, we finna wrap up.
Get on out of here for Ron.
Yeah, because I gotta do.
Got another interview.
Yeah, you got another deal. So don't forget, guys. Hit me up on Roku. Hit me up on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Twitch. All of those channels and the membership. Hit me up in that particular group as well at LAW Nation. Also, I got a Periscope and a what you call it, Patreon.
Yeah,
He got
Hit me up
everything.
on all of those things, man. Roku,
Shout out to
Amazon
you, dude.
Fire Stick TV. That's me. I really appreciate everybody for tuning in. Don't forget, post me your thoughts. Let me know. Give us feedback on the channel. We're not gonna fold up like lawn chairs now.
No, sir.
Give me your honest feedback because I love to know that. I love to see that. And y'all can go ahead and take over the flow right there. I just wanted to get that out.
Absolutely, absolutely. Hey, shout out real quick to Derek Grimsley. Welcome to the Defender Members Club, man. Appreciate you joining over here on the Skywalker channel. Robin said, how do you become a member? Robin, go to my home page or what have you on my channel, and right next to subscribe, it'll say join. So shout out
go to a PC, because a lot of you guys are going on your phone. Go to a PC or like a laptop, because a lot of you are having problems doing it from your phone.
I'll have to post a link too. I'm going to post a link in the description after this is over, so you can go back in as well. So shout out to everyone that became a member today. Shout out to everybody that donated. Y'all understand, man.
A lot of people became members today.
Yes.
And shout out to the mods. I forgot.
The mods.
Shout out to
my
the mods.
I got one, Stevie. He's a beast. He go hard. So thank you, Stevie. But real rap though, the donations and the memberships are awesome. They help this channel grow. The likes help this channel grow. The shares help these channels grow.
Hell yeah.
We're
Get 'em.
whatever y'all donate and whatever y'all become members and share stuff, we put that back into the channel. Literally, that's why you see a lot of changes. You know, a lot. I don't mean to throw changes at y'all without really letting you know, but I'm just trying to improve the channel and get to a point where come season, we got this thing
donations
on
get us
go.
there.
You know
Donations really get us there, y'all. Like for real.
Yeah. So
don't be leaving for the benediction. I see y'all leaving. Stay.
I'm just saying, I need a new mixer board, so
yeah.
I gotta get off here, dog.
All right, man.
All right, fam.
With that
Appreciate you all.
With that said, appreciate y'all rocking out.
Love y'all. Sorry.
Love y'all. Big Game James out. We all out. y'all go ahead and jam out to this smooth oldies is what I like to call it. Thank you, Chris Woods, Josh, Robin, Stevie, Dallas Cowboys for life, Chandra, Philadelphia, Uncle Sam, all y'all, everybody.
Yeah. JOIN and you win.
We will see y'all tomorrow. Peace.